Yeah, we back. Chaos is back. I know you missed it. Bring that shit, Curtis. Claim it up for yeah. This is Curtis's spot. Week 1 football upon us. And Colb was just taken off guard by that entire thing. Colb, man, tell the people how you feeling.
I feel like we didn't need that.
All right. Oh shit. Oh. Hold on, Curtis. Tell them what the hoodie on.
Here we go.
This is a regular hoodie I got out my closet.
What is it? Die Katana on it? Is that a video game?
No, it's from this clothing store, Fabric of the Universe. So yeah.
All right. All right, man. Real Colb, tell the world how you feeling, man.
Hey, if you're gonna use the soundboard, let's just get it out the way now. if you're gonna use it again, if you do it again, let's just get it out the way. First of all, we need to add some new sounds to the soundboard. Those are very 2024 sounds. We got to get some new sounds to the soundboard.
What you want? What you want on the soundboard? What you want?
We'll talk about that.
We will talk about it after.
Oh, you just got it to work again?
Yeah, I just actually took the time to figure it out. I had to get it replaced for a while.
That's like, since when do we get sounds again? It's cool though, you know what I'm saying? We'll get some new sounds. We got to find some new music to some new beats to add to the soundboard.
Yeah, we working on it. We gonna find something. We gonna find something.
Nah, but in all serious, man, like, it's one of them Browns losses, bro. Where it's like, I couldn't believe it for 48 hours, and now it's just kind of funny at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've gotten past the point. I don't know. I will admit, I don't think this game pissed me off as it pissed the rest of Browns fans off, because I had been talking about this for a while. That, hey man, field goal kick is gonna matter. And once homeboy missed the extra point, I was like, might be one of these games we lose because of field goal kicking. But I saw enough good in week 1 to be very encouraged about this team going forward. I think they're going to play close games for the rest of the year, basically. Like, they're going to be in these games for most of the season. And, you know, what you got to hope is that some bullshit swings your way in one of these close games and it kind of cancels it out, which is more than possible because, like, it's happened before for Cleveland. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but remember the game we beat Baltimore on? Yeah, the 49ers game is like one of the biggest, like, wow, I can't believe we got that one. But the one I always think of is like the gooseneck Phil Dawson game where like he hit the back of the bar and that shit just bounced through for some reason. So, you know, there's gonna be games here where maybe the bullshit bounces your way. This was one where all the bullshit went Cincinnati's way, right? Kicker misfortune, some of the most incredible ricochets off of drop passes I've ever seen in my life. Like, it makes no sense that the ball was thrown that hard and bounced up that little. Like, and then like right into the gut both times of the DB, who I don't even think was attempting to get an interception.
It was literally behind the receiver both times. Yeah. Like right behind the receiver both times. Like, it's so weird because you usually see interceptions like that. You might see like 1 or 2 in a season like that.
Yeah, 2 in a game. I said that would it happen. I was like, I've never seen 2 interceptions like that in a game. Like the second one happened, I was like, again? How does that happen again? There's no way that happens again, right?
Unfortunately, you can't even put the interceptions on. After I watched them back a couple times, I didn't even really feel comfortable putting it on the receiver so much. It's just like, that's just unfortunate.
That's just, I mean, like, there's sometimes in football you just got to realize you got fucked, right? Like I don't know what to do there. Like, yeah, should that have been caught? Should the consequence of that not being caught been an interception? In no world was that like a droppable interception type thing. Like it wasn't like it was up high and then Tillman tips it up and it's high and slow. Like the one tip in the game, we got it like that. It landed safely, by the way, right? Which was off the hands, I think, of Cedric Tillman. But yeah, it was just like, I don't know what to do with that, man. Like everything that you would evaluate, everything process oriented, you have to come out that game feeling good if you're Cleveland. But it's just, shit did not go your way, right? Like it just is what it is. You thoroughly outplayed Cincinnati in that game. And look, one of the things not being talked about, we know how good that defensive line was. The secondary, I thought, surprised me. Ronnie Hickman, especially. I thought he had some really strong moments in that game. Obviously, the big one, right? 3rd and 5. Pushing T. Higgins out of bounds so he can't get his feet down. That's the kind of stuff we've been wanting to see from a free safety for a very long time in Cleveland. And you got to give credit to Greg Newsome because, look, they was going at his ass, dog. Like, you could just see it. Jamar Chase, every time he saw Greg, did that little step-up thing he do when he excited, right? The little pop before he gets into his route. He wanted to get Greg Newsome, and I don't know if you know this, but like I'm pretty sure from the people I know in Cincinnati that are very close to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, they hate Greg Newsome. Okay.
Oh yeah, every wide receiver hates Greg Newsome. I just want to put that out there. Like, every wide receiver hates Greg Newsome.
Nobody wants to have a bad game versus Greg Newsome. Nobody wants to have a bad game versus Greg Newsome.
Fairness, I'm glad you brought it up because in fairness to Greg, and the homie Corey brought this up a long time ago. He was like, Greg is so much better when he's just playing outside. He's so much better as an outside.
The man cannot run left to right. I've been saying this for like a year and a half now. Greg Newsome, north-south? Yeah, he's good. You get Greg Newsome to open up them hips, dog. I don't know what happens. He starts running 4-7.
No, but I did like because he had that the first time he was on Chase, I believe was easy defensive pass interference, like obvious. Greg was like holding him. Every time after that, Greg held it down.
Yeah, like the one play, I was like, he actually made a play on the ball, got it out, like, you know what I mean? Did what he could, and even the pass interference, didn't mind it. I was like,
"Hey, don't let him score. Please don't let him score."
They got the best defensive line in the world. Like, they might not score from the one. Like, that's the thing with the Browns. Is like, this is how you know you have a good defense. When you're in first or second down, right? It's 2nd and 9, and you give up 7 yards. You got a bad defense. You don't give a fuck about that 3rd and 2. You got a good defense. That 3rd and 2 matters. And that 3rd and 2 mattered a lot in the second half of this game here. Can we talk about Myles Garrett?
Do we even need to?
I think we need to elevate the conversation of Myles Garrett and from being, he's the best defensive end in football. He's the best defensive. He's one of the greatest edge rushers of all time. Like, just bar none.
Did you see my tweet? Did you see my tweet during the game?
No.
He was probably streaming. So I tweeted. I was like, you know what, man? Right before the drive started, I was like, you know what? It would be nice if the best defensive player in the NFL made some best defensive players in the NFL plays right about now. And literally 2 sacks. And 2 sacks back to back.
2 sacks, and he probably should have got a half one on that last one, right? Like,
hey, that last one,
that was Mason Graham.
Mason Graham should have got credit.
Mason Graham should have got safety.
I know he's sick because Isaiah McGuire got there like half a second before he did.
Hey, shout out to Isaiah McGuire, because what Isaiah McGuire brings is exactly what you need on the opposite of Myles Garrett, which is just relentless effort, right? Like, you could have Isaiah McGuire on the ground. He's still trying to move forward, and he did that multiple times in the game to great success. I think he's going to be a tremendous fit on that opposite side. There were so many guys who could penetrate on that defensive line. But yeah, Myles Garrett, I mean, like, I don't even want to entertain the conversation of if this guy is better. Even Micah Parsons Like, he entertains it because he's Micah Parsons and he has to. But remember when Micah was talking about defensive player of the year, he was like, Myles got it.
He was like, normally I would pick myself, but Myles got it.
And that's the you measure up. You know what I mean? He's everything I am and 6'5". Yeah. And like, keep in mind, they paid Orlando Brown Jr. a lot of money to specifically stop shit like that from happening.
Ain't nothing you can do about that, bro. Ain't nothing you can do about that.
And then the crazy thing, I think the thing that hurts Myles sometimes in the public perception is that he can just have these displays of dominance that are so good that you just have to think to yourself, he could do this all the time. Right? It's like when LeBron used to take over. It looks so easy when LeBron used to take over that you think to yourself, why don't Bron do this all the time? And you don't really consider that what he's doing right now is fucking insane. Right? Like that, it's kind of a LeBron thing. And that's the thing with Myles. Dog, he just pulled over a man whose dad's nickname was Zeus, by the way, right? Big man, Orlando Brown Jr., 330 pounds. He's literally the thing about Orlando Brown. You can't move me, right? That's Orlando Brown's thing. Myles Garrett bench pressed this man 6 times and then bent the corner to get the Joe Burrow.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. On that stunt where he straight up killed Joe, I don't know how Joe got back up from that.
Hey, threw a dot too. Threw a dot. Greg Newsome made a great play on it. Threw a dot on the out.
I cannot believe Joe got back up from that one.
And that's why Joe is top 5, right? Like, I know people like to debate it. I was watching that show. I'm like, yeah, Joe's top 5, dog. Like, getting a good pass out under that, it's a heat-seeking missile, but it's not just a heat-seeking missile. It's the most dangerous heat-seeking missile in the NFL. It's you see 95 running free. Hey, bro,
and you know you about to get hit.
Going down.
And you know for a fact he is about to hit you coming full speed, and there's nothing you can do about it. And he still threw a dot. I was like, yeah, man. I left that game like, yeah, man. I fuck with Joe. I can't lie.
I wonder what Orlando Brown Jr. was like on the sideline after that. He must have been just shell shocked. Like, what the fuck just happened?
That's what every offensive tackle says when they talk about Myles. They be sitting there like, bro.
No, when Myles get them 2 pieces off, it's like, oh my God. Like, and the thing that's crazy, he's done this before so many times. Like, it's a thing. The Myles Garrett 2-piece, he'll just get a 2-piece off on you just at the most critical point of the game. Decide, all right, you're tired. Like, and then that second sack he got 4, just, all right, I know you're afraid. I'm just fucking with you now, right? Inside, outside, all right, just go through your chest. like ridiculous stuff. Yeah, look, Myles Garrett, that defense, they did everything that you could ask for that team to win. They almost won the game. I mean, they almost got a safety.
That would have won a game.
Yeah, that would have won the game. Like,
oh man.
And I get the frustrating part of this is the 2 sides of the ball that you focus on the execution on, right? Did everything they needed to win this game. We could say the offense could have been better, but they had 9 possessions. They were in position to score 5 times out of 9 possessions. I take it. I saw somebody talk about this is just the same stuff in 2023. Brother, if you watched that game and thought to yourself the offense looked like 2023, I don't know what to tell you. Right? Like,
not at all. Not even close.
There were 2 13-play drives. Like, this is no, I don't think Deshaun had 1 13-play scoring drive his entire year in 2024. Probably maybe 1, but Joe had 2 of them in that one series, in that one game. And you did everything you could to win this game. Offensively, defensively. And look, I am usually on the side of if you make a kicker kick a 55-yard field goal, you can't just blame the kicker because you put the kicker in a bad situation, right?
Oh, you can 100% blame the kicker this time.
This is the one time where I'm like, nah, it's all his fault. Like, it's nothing the Browns asked him to do was difficult, right? Nothing the Browns asked him to do was something that he wasn't qualified for. And I know people are like, well, we should have got a veteran, Dustin Hopkins, right? If we would have kept Dustin Hopkins and he missed some kicks, y'all would have been mad. But, like, you know, maybe hindsight being 2020, you could have signed Matt Prater or something like that. But the fact is, this dude's a former Lou Groza Award winner. He's kicked professionally before. You expect him to make 40-yard field goals and extra points. Like, that's a fair expectation. I do not blame Andrew Berry for having that expectation of a man who won a kicking competition in camp and made a 50-yard field goal in that stadium at the end of the preseason. That's a fair expectation. The fact that that dude shanked it, I don't know what to do with that. Now, they're going to give him another chance, but the next field goal, I'm counting. I'm counting because if he misses another easy field goal or another extra point and you keep him after that, well, then that shit's on you now, right? Like, I'm not going to blame you because the dude went out there and got the lemon booty on 2 field goals, whatever. You can't, unless you go into a time machine, you can't predict that. Nobody was sitting here saying Andre Smyzt might not make a 40-yard field goal. Nobody thought that. He made the 45-yarder.
That's the craziest thing about it. I was like, bro, how do you make the 45-yarder and you missed the 36-yarder? How does that happen?
How did you get lemon booty on the second and third? You know what it was? He missed that extra point and then all them thoughts. That's what it was. All them thoughts. And then he got the kick on the same hash at the same spot. And he got all them thoughts and he got that lemon booty. Now, you know how I am with kickers. That's enough right there to demonstrate that he ain't got it to me. All right. It's a mental thing.
I'm with you.
I'm out.
He ain't got it.
I'm out. I can understand why the Browns are more process oriented than me, even though I find myself to be pretty process oriented. They go get the man another week, whatever. That's enough. I don't trust this dude in a pressure situation for my life anymore. I don't really care who it is that they signed to, by the way. It could be Jake Moody or whatever it is, the dude that just got cut. I don't care who it is. Just get somebody new in there. That's my thinking on it. Because you know me, I believe in the carousel, right? Miss 2 kicks, get the fuck out. Like, get the next guy in.
No, we were talking about this on Sunday in the space. It's like, kicker is the one thing. Kicker is like the one position in the NFL. It does not matter what they do in practice. It doesn't matter what you see in preseason games.
Or in college.
It doesn't matter. Like, you need to see what they do in a game, and you cannot predict what's going to happen until you see them in a game. And when you see them in a game, you'll know right away if he's a psycho and he's confident and his mental is never going to get shaken, or if he don't got it.
Hey man, Dustin Hopkins, he was pretty good with the mental too. The physical went for him. Like, you just never know with kickers. And here's my big thing with kicking and how the internet talks about kickers sometimes. People need to stop talking like they know about kickers.
You don't know.
Nobody fucking know. And this is why I desperately need NFL teams to understand this. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about when it comes to kicker. Nobody. No, Phil Dawson was like, yeah, bring in, what's his name? Zane Gonzalez. He's good. I would bring him in. He reminds me of a young me. He sucked. And that's Phil Dawson. Don't nobody know more about kicking in Cleveland than that dude. And everybody he's been co-signing. He co-signed in that, 2016 to 2018, right after he retired. Stunk. He was giving them tips, telling them what to look at. None of that shit worked, right? Again, we don't know how to evaluate this because we're not evaluating something physical here. We're evaluating something mental, which is, can you get in the pressure cooker and be okay? Hell, K. York, his first field goal was a 65-yard game winner, and we thought we were fine.
We really did.
We were sick of this man by week 8. Okay, we were sick of this man by week 8, Colb. You want to hear something even funnier? And look, for anybody who's like, we need to draft the kicker to solve this problem, I'm just going to tell you this right now. The field goal percentage for kickers gets worse the higher you draft them.
Honestly, if you want to evaluate the process, they took a kicker who was in the UFL and they brought him up, which worked out fabulously for the Dallas Cowboys because that's how they got Brandon Aubrey.
The Detroit Lions, who got Jake Bates that way.
Yes.
And keep in mind, when Smyzt was in the UFL, and look, I'm a sicko. I actually watched this shit, okay? When he was in the UFL, he was up there with those guys. Like I saw people like, this is Andrew Berry's fault. And I'm like, you just wanted to blame fucking Andrew Berry, dog. Because you ignored the fact that every rookie he drafted today looked amazing. Okay. to jump to, I can't believe he cooked on Andre Smyzt. Like, hey, you know how much of a hater you gotta be when you see Dylan Sampson out here, like, getting 60 yards on receptions, looking like he might be a dude, like, legitimately doing things that are ordinary and turning them into extraordinary plays. You see Harold Faded out here outproducing David Njoku in week 1. Like,
there's something I want to follow up on this because Damian just made a great point. You remember Roberto Aguayo?
Woo! Best kicker I've ever seen in college, and he was booty butt cheeks for the Chicago
Garbage.
Bears. Okay.
Garbage.
You know who's another guy who was like that? Dustin Hopkins. D-Hop in college, I believe he was there Jameis's freshman year. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but he did kick at Florida State. He was an amazing kicker. Groza Award guy. Hell, the guy we just got, Schmidt, won the Groza in 18. He was a phenom, right? Like, it's not just the hashes getting smaller. The brother Cook kicked in the UFL where the hashes are the exact same size. And here's the other thing, too. The hashes are the same size, Colb. And you know what else is the same? The people that you're kicking against on special teams most of the time. All them dudes in the UFL that be on special teams, they be on this special teams unit in the NFL, too, right? It's the best evaluator we have for special teams, period, is the UFL. That is better than kicking good in college. He kicked excellent in the UFL. Now, hopefully Andre Smyzt, these are the 2 kicks he misses, and he makes like a fucking bullshit 65-yarder, and we like, you know what, Andre? We good. Right? Like, hopefully we get there. But, like, they did exactly what I wanted them to do. They had a kicking competition. They brought in a UFL kicker. The UFL kicker won the competition. They gave her the job. The brother missed some easy kicks, and I don't know what to do with that. Like, I can't sit here and reasonably feel like we could have avoided this. Like, I don't feel like this was avoidable. Unless we had a time machine, we weren't going to avoid this.
You don't know. Nobody knows. We don't know. Andrew Berry don't know. You don't know. I don't know. Q don't. We don't know until he actually go out there and kick.
Kicker guy 45 on fucking Reddit. That guy don't know. That guy was blaming the
bro.
owner. He don't fucking know. Reddit don't know. Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about with kicker. This has been my main thing because we're like, you got to draft the kicker. You draft positions, you know what you're evaluating. We don't know what we're evaluating. I don't care how much Dave Zastadil videos you watch, how much Pat McAfee you watch, how much was it the Isaac Punts guy? He's the special teams YouTube guy. I don't care how much you watch of that guy or how much you listen to punter and kicker podcasts. I couldn't imagine doing that. But, you know, if that's you, cool. You don't fucking know. Okay? Like, you think the Ravens knew what they had in Justin Tucker when they signed him? No, it was just some dude. They're like, hey, kick the ball. The Browns ain't know what they had in Phil Dawson when they got him. They was like, all right, yeah, just kick that shit. Like, he didn't miss kicks. We keep him. And if I hear anybody talk about you got to develop a kicker, I'm going to lose my mind. Has anybody ever developed a kicker?
No. You know what happens? The only thing that's ever happened is that teams gave up on a kicker a little bit too fast. That's the only thing that's happened.
I don't even think that's the case. I think teams gave up on the kicker, and then, you know, that's what the kicker needed to get right. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think sticking with them was going to solve the problem. Like, it's like with Baker Mayfield. Do you think sticking through with Baker Mayfield in 2021 would have fixed Baker Mayfield? No, it would have cost him his career, right? Like it was going down a very bad path here in Cleveland with him. So he bounced around the league and he found what he needed to find, and now he's fine in Tampa Bay. I saw somebody talk about Baker and they were like, he don't even check social media anymore. I'm like, that wasn't Baker in Cleveland. He was never going to get to that point in Cleveland. Like,
Baker was in spaces, bro. He was in spaces.
Baker and his wife were in spaces. They were like they couldn't get away from this shit, putting up posters, all this goofy shit. And then it didn't help that Cleveland fans were like, yeah, Bake, every time he did one of these things, and they got mad at you for calling it immature. Right? For suggesting that this behavior might need to change a little bit. Right? Like, and when the Browns said adult in the room, I mean, it don't look good now because they traded for Deshaun Watson, but like, hey, Baker probably looks back and says, yeah, I wasn't an adult when I was in Cleveland. Like, wasn't doing very much adult shit when I was in Cleveland. He got to Tampa Bay and he all of a sudden figured out how to force the ball to a wide receiver. Remember how he did not do that in Cleveland?
Wouldn't do it.
Throw the ball to Damian Ratley 9 times. You got Jarvis Landry and Odell in their primes. David Njoku out there somewhere. Good, but we out here throwing to Damian Ratley and Rashad Higgins. Okay.
Shout out Rashad. He was hooping. For a little
Hey man, nobody benefited from early Baker Mayfield quite like Rashad Higgins. He even tried to get that shit going in Carolina one year. But
he did.
Yeah. But my point is, I don't even think sticking through a kicker's rough patch is worth it. Because I don't think he fixes it unless, he gets cut, does it somewhere else. But, yeah. The rookies look great. Can we talk about that? Real quick?
Hold on, real quick. We got some did something happen? Did we get some news? Hold on. Oh, yeah, we do get some news. Hold on.
No, is it good or bad?
Cole Strange officially signs with Miami. Left the practice squad just that quick.
Oh, okay. The Dolphins?
Wow. Yeah, he's like, you know what? He's like, yeah, I could go play. Sorry, y'all.
No, they need him. They got their ass beat by Daniel Jones.
Hey, bro, I'm not going to lie. Everybody said that we was going to be the worst team in the league. We're not.
I never understood how people looked at this team and were like, that's going to be the worst team in the NFL.
We're not going to be
I literally watched the Dolphins because I got NFL Sunday ticket, bought it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna check out the Dolphins for a little bit.
Curtis been on
that
this.
That team is ass. Like that team was it was embarrassing to watch. Like the defense looked bad. They came out flat. They let Danny Dimes, out of all people, dice them up. And after the game, it just got even worse. Like,
hey, Curtis. Remember last year when we let Danny Dimes dice us up? Yeah, it's usually a recipe for a top 5 pick. Right there. Do you think if the Dolphins get a top 5 pick, they use it on a quarterback?
They just paid to it. They just paid to it, though, didn't they?
They did, but I don't think Tua's going to be there that long.
You could trade him. Somebody going to want him. Yeah, we said who? It could be to us. Okay, like
I can't.
I'm good. I don't want it.
I can understand being good on that. I'm just saying we can't act like that's without the possibility, out the realm of possibility that the Browns might be interested in Tua Tagovailoa or something like that. But yeah, the Dolphins look like dog duke. It's week 1, so we don't know. But
I don't know, man. The vibes from training camp.
That number 0 jersey. I'm like, oh, this sounds like a bad team right here, dog.
I don't know, man. That team just gave me bad vibes all off season. Like players calling out the culture, Yeah.
And let me tell you, it's hard to be Mike McDaniel and your team stinks.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing when your team good and you Mike McDaniel doing all that stuff. You gonna have
all the quirky stuff, all the
stuff. He be out there doing like, yeah, you be willing to deal with the unconventional if you're winning. Let me tell you, man. You know what that turns into when you're losing? Leaks. Players only meetings. Leaked players only meetings.
Intentionally leaked players only meetings.
Demonstrations on the sideline. Yeah. So he's the next coach at Florida University.
Listen, man, it's there's a couple teams I watched the first week. I'm like, hey man, I'm pretty sure the Browns are better.
Who else did you watch?
Ooh, like the Panthers.
Oh yeah, they're yeah. I'm taking back my Bryce Young Pro Bowl prediction. It's over.
You had a Pro Bowl prediction out there? I missed it.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. My bad. I'm taking that one out. I'm over that. Nope.
Man.
You know, I saw him and Tet look good in the preseason. I'm like, you know what, this might be. He was a good. Nope. All the bad Bryce Young stuff came back.
When I watched them play the Browns backups in the preseason, I was like, oh no, they're gonna be terrible. I can already tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they gonna be bad.
No. We should have known because, like, look how Shador looked against him. And that's no disrespect to Shador, but he clearly looked different when he went up against the Rams, third string. And that's not a good omen. Like, maybe we should have been talking about that more when Shador looked bad. It's like, yo, are the Panthers bad?
I knew it because they played nothing but the Browns backups, and they were playing their starters. I was like, oh yeah, this is not gonna be good.
And they got kind of washed.
Not even kind of, like, we looked better.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's so bad now. I'm like, I don't think the Jaguars are good. I just think the Panthers stink. like, we'll see what the Jaguars are because they got a lot of things there too where I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be fun if they win. They don't win. Some of this shit not gonna be fun. Like Liam Cohen, he got win games, dog, the way he be acting.
Yeah, 100%.
Was he out there telling us when he was describing why Brian Thomas didn't get enough fantasy points to somebody? He was like, yeah, Trevor was selling. I was like, all right, bro, you got to win like a lot of games and do some shit like that. Let's see what else.
No, we do need to talk about the rookies though, because the rookies was hooping.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
No, Dennis tweeted earlier today. He was like the fans don't realize it yet, but that 2025 draft class is gonna make sure Andrew Berry don't go nowhere.
Oh, he's not going anywhere, dog. I'm sorry, he's not going fucking. Him and Catherine are not going anywhere. By the way, and look, I'm just gonna point this out. Glenn Cook has been the assistant there for a while, and you know some of Andrew's worst drafts were early in his career. I'm just saying, bro, when they brought in Catherine from the CFL, them drafts started looking different. I don't know if she has some control in the draft, but she certainly does talk about the scouting department as if she's in control. And yeah, they're staying. Okay.
Hey, this one looked like this draft looked like boy. Baby.
Wait, she was in the CFL? I did not know that.
Yeah, she was a Toronto Argonaut scout. Or she was like the GM or something like that. I think Toronto. Correct me if I'm wrong. I always default to Toronto when I talk about the CFL. But yeah, that's where she got her start. And then, you know, Andrew Berry took a chance. And then, look, I know Andrew Berry. I would hope he's a good person and he did this for the right reasons. But I also know Andrew Berry is a fucking demon, and he might have brought in Catherine just to say nobody gonna hire her to be the GM anytime soon. So I'm gonna have consistency in my scouting department if I keep her. Right? Like,
that is beyond fucked up. That's beyond fucked up. I'm not saying it's not a solid thought process.
Look, I'm just saying Andrew's lieutenants have gone quickly. Okay, like Kwesi Addo-Mensah, he's the general manager out there in Minnesota, right? Like his top guys. This is how you know he ain't going nowhere. The league be hiring these people, right? Like the Browns can't fire nobody without them getting the job, unless it's like Ken Dorsey, and it's like obvious that even the team was like, nah, fuck that guy, right? Like if they mutually leave anybody, even Joe Woods got a lateral promotion here. They think highly of whatever's going on there between Berry and Stefanski. And like, yeah, he was probably tired of his top guys getting hired that quickly. So he's like, let me go get. She's good. She's really good. And might be able to keep her for a while. Right? Like, we'll see at the NFL. Because when do you think the NFL hiring a lady is to be a GM? A woman could completely do the job, by the way. Like, she could. But, you know, I mean, that's not what owners think.
Not during this presidential
not during the next 4 years.
Not in the next 4 years. We're good.
If you do this, dog, they're gonna be tweeting about it too. Like, you're gonna become a whole culture war thing. It's tough. You know, people being stupid out here, stopping people from getting promotions they deserve. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, like I know, and I would hope Andrew's a good person, but I also understand that Andrew thinks about these things. Okay, like
whatever whatever they were doing this draft, like please keep doing
No,
it. This one look like this.
Hey, look,
This one look like the one.
out there. And like Quater's kept. Like I know Cedric Tillman had to drop and people are on his ass about it, but like, yeah, did Cedric Tillman not look impressive to you?
He was hooping. He was playing
Bro,
well.
I said on Twitter, I was like, hey man, if that interception at the end don't happen, we having a really positive conversation about that.
Yeah. Hey, Ronnie Hickman, UDFA. He's starting
Another one.
safety and he looks good, right? Like, might have cooked.
Hey, you know what the crazy thing is? It's not even just the rookies that he drafted.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Mike Hall.
Oh yeah, we Mike Hall on the way back, bro. Week. The UDFAs was on the field in the game that the Browns dominated.
It looked like clearly the better team.
With a bunch of UDFAs everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, DeJuan Jones was in that 2023 class. You know, I didn't see anything from that game that made me think he can't play left tackle. He's just not going to be able to do everything you want a left tackle to do. But he might be.
Anything in the run game, he ain't got it. Anything in the run game,
he don't got in the run game. He don't got in the
He don't got it.
He got in the run game, Curtis. Down block. Like that's what he.
That's all you gotta do. Just down block.
Be long and strong.
Just be big. Just be big and long.
Take his shit and grab him. Right.
Just grab him. That's all you do.
Right here. We not pulling you. We not asking you to hit no linebacker. We will pull Cornelius Lucas from the other side and actually hit the weak side linebacker before we tell you to do. Hell, that's what Harold Fader for. That's what David Njoku for. It's just all you got to do, DeJuan. Okay. Just put a little bass in it when you do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you're going to be asked to do, DeJuan. We're not going to run behind you at all.
Hey, no, I literally encourage people, please watch DeJuan, whatever film breakdowns, whatever Browns film breakdowns you enjoy with the all 22. Please watch DeJuan, because when he is run blocking, that shit is funny, bro. I'm sorry.
They used to put him out in space his rookie year, and they stopped doing that quickly. Okay?
Yeah, it's like, nah, that's not gonna work. He can't do that.
Also, in that 2023 class, Luke Whippler's in there, and I think Luke Whippler's going to start for you next year, probably. So,
yeah, I think he's going to start for you next year.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, it's looking good these last two classes.
You know what the funny thing is? I think the worst pick in that 2024 draft might have been Zach Zitter.
2024. Let me look at that class real quick. Was Zitter third round?
Yeah, he was third round. He was the second pick.
We got to see what he looks like, but I mean, he's going to be.
I think that's the one they go with.
He's tackle eligible, and that concerns me.
Yeah, he's the one. He's the one that I'm going to be like, ooh, I think they might not have cooked on that one.
Yeah, because he's a big power guy, and yeah, it's not looking great. Let's see, 2024 class, Mike Hall, Thrash gonna run cardio. The Browns told you what the fucking plan is at wide receiver. We using two of them. Okay. Like all this talk about, do the Browns have enough wide receivers? They went into empty with two wide receivers. I ain't never seen some shit like that before. Like at the volume that the Browns were doing it. Like they were David Njoku, Harold Feininger, third wide receiver. And Dylan Sampson. If Quinshawn is what Quinshawn should be, which is just a battering ram, a hammer, yeah, that's gonna work. That 1-2. I feel confident about that working. And then I think Quinshawn's going to be fine too. So yeah, this looks like it was exactly the draft class it needed to be.
Listen, Captain America is like that. Like he is he might be all
Dylan. I mean the Clarence messenger.
Yeah, Captain America. Captain America. He might be the one.
Yeah, Captain America, certified hooper. Certified hooper, Captain America.
They cooked with that one.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about that one. Like that's an egg that's already hatched, right? Like,
yeah, get the extension done. You can get the extension done now. It wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. By the way, why are people so thirsty to act like Mason Graham is bad?
Because that first drive was bad, but that first drive was bad for
everybody. Yeah, I'm like,
bad for everyone.
Well, and also the Browns' plan is simple with Jim Schwartz. he has like 8 guys out there he feels like he can get a sack with. So they're playing a war of attrition, right? Like they're betting on in the fourth quarter, your 5 guys that you've been throwing out there are going to be tired, and then we're going to hit the gas pedal with like a Myles Garrett. And that's exactly what they did, right? Fourth quarter, critical drive, we're going to go all gas, no brakes. And they ain't got it. And we saw Orlando Brown ain't got it, right? Because what's Myles going to be? He's going to be fresh in the fourth quarter. And your offensive line is not going to be fresh because we're just going to keep throwing guys at you. So, yeah, I mean, they're not going to – some games they are going to come out and dominate early on, but really the Browns are set up in a way to be as dominant in the fourth quarter as they can in the first, maybe even more dominant because you're going to be more tired after a while. And, Curtis, you can tell us how this feels. I don't know what it would feel like if you go up against a team, they got 8, 9 guys they could throw at you, and then you get a fourth quarter, their best guys, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm refreshed. I got Myles Garrett out there dancing with full energy.
I'd be pissed. I would be pissed.
You don't see no hands. Yeah, like think about it like this. When you watch the Browns defensive lines, you don't see hands on hips. You know what I mean? They
just fresh. They ready to go.
Fresh. They just rotate them. I saw Cam in there. Cam Thomas was getting reps at edge in this game, and it wasn't terrible, right? Like they're not going to be tired at the end of games, and that's going to be something that they're going to utilize a lot. So, yeah, maybe they're going to sacrifice a little bit of dominance at the beginning of the game, but they're betting on keeping this game close, and when it matters, we can do shit like that.
They gave up 7 yards. They gave up 7 yards the entire second half. 7 yards.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was wild.
7
I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know if people remember how they played in 2023, but they would come out that first drive and like it would look a little shaky most of the time.
Every time we'd be like, "Oh man, we can't stop a scripted drive." It's like, okay, yeah, this is their best shot. They're gonna give you their best shot early, right? If you can survive their best shot, and God forbid a team come out on that first drive and go 3 and out, it's over.
It's over with. It's over with.
I remember there were some games where I'm like, "Oh, you went 3 and out." Oh, yeah. Don't let it score.
But they looked exactly how they looked.
Go right down the field. Oh yeah, we got this, dog.
They looked exactly how they looked in 2023 on Sunday. That's how they played. That's how they looked.
And keep in mind, without the assistance of a monsoon over the football field exclusively, right? Like that was in perfect conditions. You know, when we did this to Joe Burrow in 2023, people were like, well, it was raining. Nobody threw the ball well. And also, LOL, Deshaun Watson didn't put up good numbers, right? That was like the whole narrative. The Browns won the fucking game, and that was the narrative coming out of it. This one is like, they held Jamar Chase and T. Higgins under 60 combined yards.
Was it under 50? Did they have more than 50?
60.
Under 60.
Oh, under 60. Okay.
Yes, they had 20 and 30 apiece. Okay. like that's like we don't usually do that, right? Like,
and they didn't even have any explosive plays at all. They didn't generate any explosives.
All the explosives. The Browns rookies.
I'm about to say we barely had explosives in that game.
No, we had quite a few of them though. Like explosives, as in like what plus 10-yard plays or plus 20.
I think explosives are considered 20 or more.
Yeah,
20 or more.
But there was the Cedric Tillman catch and run.
Yeah,
that had to be an explosive. And I think one of them Dylan Sampson plays. Well, no, that was like 14. The one where he picked it up off the ground.
Yeah, because I'm looking
the drive.
Yeah, that was like 14 yards.
Yeah, Cleveland had a 7.9 explosive play rate in week 1. That's 14th. That's probably much better than what we had last year. Which is
hey, listen, I'm good with that.
With 14th, that's
I'm with 14th.
That's a problem. Like if we stay there at 14 the whole year, I'm pretty happy with 14th.
Freddie brings up a great point. No Bengals skill player outplayed their Browns counterpart. Yeah, that's a fact.
If we're saying like running back to running back, wide receiver to wide receiver, or running back to linebacker.
We're talking about like tight end, wide receiver to wide receiver. Like
maybe Chase Brown.
You got I guess you give Chase over Dylan.
On the ground, like carries, yeah, I would.
Oh yeah, on the ground, yeah. But
both teams average 2 yards per carry in this game. Someone was bitching like we can't stop the run in the first half, and I looked it up. Like they gave up 3 yards a carry in the first. What are you talking about? Sometimes people just be freaking out, man. But yeah, it was a dominant performance. I will give credit to the Bengals defensive line. They are better than what I thought.
Yeah, they are.
They are. Look, Shamar Stewart threw DeJuan Jones on the goal line.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He straight up chucked DeJuan.
No, he went. Yeah, that guy's gonna be good. That Shamar Stewart, they drafted a stud there. That guy's fucking good. Was it the new DJ Reader for him? Was it TJ Slayton?
He's like the DJ Reader replacement. He's been around the league, but I don't think he's like the long-term option.
No, he was a Green Bay guy, right?
Yeah, he was in Green Bay.
He was in Green Bay for I thought his whole career.
Yeah, he was. He was in Green Bay for a good minute. Then they let him go, and he ended up in Cincinnati. But yeah, I mean, I rewatched it a little bit. Their defense might not be worse than the league, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Their corners aren't great, but their safeties were fine.
Their corners are bad. Their corners are bad.
Can't Taylor Britt, I think it's over, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I want to say this about the Bengals corners. Them boys is so lucky those balls bounced the way they did on those picks. They are so lucky because that saved them. that saved an otherwise just absolutely abysmal performance by them. They were terrible. They were terrible.
They should not go into week 2 confident, but they will. And I wonder what that's going to look like.
They're going against the Jags, and they got Travis Hunter, De'Ami Brown. Yeah, good luck. Because
Brian Thomas Jr. hit the over. Okay.
If you listen to what Joe was saying after that game, they were like, effectively, he was like, "Oh, thank God they missed that kick." Thank God, because we stole one for sure.
No, I got a text from Bengals fans like, "Hey, bro, y'all had that one." In no way do they feel like they won that game.
I knew it was bad because normally when the Bengals beat us, you see sissy fans trying to talk shit and everything.
No, there was no shit.
There was real quiet.
This was about as concerning as a win could be. Okay? Because they did. Think about this: if you're Cincinnati, they did all that preseason for their offense specifically to get off to a hot start, and then they get blanked in the second half. Also, like a lot of alignment to the offensive line, specifically to deal with people like Myles Garrett, and Myles Garrett just absolutely just get this shit out of my face. Tore this shit up. like what, this is your new stuff. This is your new way of stopping me. All right, get that bullshit out of here. I heard a lot of Bengal fans talk about how Amarius Mims blanked Myles Garrett. I'm like, guys, did we not learn our fucking lesson about these kind of stats with Myles Garrett? Because they did this with Rashawn Slater. They did this with Dan Moore. Oh yeah, he blanked Myles Garrett one time. I promise you it wasn't on purpose. Like, if Myles Garrett tries to get a sack on your favorite tackle, he will probably get it. He's done it to Trent Williams. Only man in the NFL to humble Trent Williams, like in his prime.
When I saw him make Trent Williams fly, I'm like, oh my God, he might be that dude. He might be that dude.
Get up trying to fight. Okay, like Trent Williams, like, nah, he got it. What?
Yeah, that's not a corner.
Offensive linemen be treating Myles Garrett like John in that one RDC World sketch. It's like, he got a metal jaw this one. I don't think you want to do that.
Oh man.
Yeah. His top 100 video, I think that says everything about it because there's like 8 offensive linemen in it just being like, yeah, I don't know what to do with them. Really good like Deion Dawkins and fucking Rodney Stanley, who like probably has the best resume against Myles. It's like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm good. Okay. You've heard Lamar Jackson be like, there's one guy in the world who gives me a problem on RPOs. Myles Garrett. Okay. It speaks volumes,
It's
bro.
so funny because they all say the same thing.
Bro,
They
you
all
know
just
how
probably like,
excited the rest of the division was when they thought we might trade Myles?
yes.
Okay. They were more excited than the team projected to get Myles. Like everybody else was like, I don't know if I want to give up 5 first-round picks for Myles Garrett. And they were like, please. For the love of God, do it. Like, I'm
Bro,
begging you.
every time they talk to an offensive lineman about Myles, they just want to be like, shit. Shit.
Yeah. They'll ask about 3 different pass rushers. What do you do about TJ Watt? He's tough. You know, you got to anchor down. He's going to try to run through your chest. He's one of the ones, man. What about Myles Garrett? Man. I think what Justin Pugh was like talking about a Tuesday guy with what's his name? Abdul Carter. He was like, yeah, that's a Tuesday guy. That's the guy you worry about on Tuesday immediately. And I was like, what kind of day is Myles Garrett? And then he quote tweeted me. He answered me with a story. He was like, I touched him once in the preseason and it was like hitting a wall. And I thought to myself, it's over. Okay. I'm not doing this.
It's over.
You know how good Myles Garrett is? Joe Thomas went up against him in training camp one year and was like, yeah, these new dudes got it. Like, he tore that triceps and he didn't even try to come back. Like,
What is the point?
He was like, if this is how they making them, I ain't got it. Joe Thomas. Okay.
And D'Angelo said, "Oh, linemen talk about Myles like how people used to talk about King Von in Chicago."
Yeah, no, it's different. It's different.
That's like the greatest comparison I could ever think of.
Look, one day all these guys are going to be retired and they're going to talk about this shit and it's going to be fantastic. Like, you're just going to hear somebody on play-by-play commentary be like, that kind of reminded you of Myles Garrett. The former offensive lineman was like, no, the fuck it doesn't. Like, that ain't Myles. You hear how people talk about LT? That's probably going to be how they talk about Myles. Like, it's just so different. Like, he can do everything. And it's like, what do you even do? Like, you feel like every time he doesn't get a sack, it's because he chose not to.
Hey, no, you know who we need to talk about though, because we can talk about Myles all day. You know who I want to talk about? Harold Fannin Jr. My God,
yeah, he's gonna be good,
dude.
Yeah, absolute dude. Absolute dude.
Every time Joe's looking his way first, he was like, "Where Harold at, man?"
He like, I'm gonna get this shit to Harold, brother. David and Joker been doing all that best friend stuff. We found out why, because he's scared. He like, hey, bro, these targets are gonna go to Harold. Please remember I exist. Like, come on, throw me the stick. Right here.
In fairness,
he got that stick one time and he put that shoulder down and got like 15 yards after the catch.
If they could have got that screen pass completed today,
he would have got 90.
Yeah, he was gonna score.
I wonder though if we're gonna see Harold Fader get a screen pass like that and ask ourselves, man, I think Harold should be catching those screens. Like, he's simply better. Like, he might relegate David Njoku to legitimately being a blocking tight end. Like, which is insane. Because David is special. But David gonna have to get used to running that ball route, stick, leaning back, doing that David thing, because that's going to be where your yard's going to come from, brother. I don't think they're giving you them downfield routes no more. All that shit going to Harold. I'm sorry.
Bro, he was
post route again.
Like, he was legitimately cooking people out there, dog. I was like, oh, yeah, no,
it was nasty.
we got one. We good.
Yeah. Like the little whip route he did in the middle of the field. Yeah, I don't even know if that was planned or not, but that shit was nasty. Okay.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, Joe Flacco is like Harold there somewhere. Okay, get him the ball. Yeah, Harold Faden, pretty good. Dylan Sampson, look, he don't go down in that first contact. He's dangerous. He
gonna make you miss.
On those swing routes.
He'll make you miss too.
Yeah, he's slippery. He is slippery back. I didn't know if that skill would translate from Tennessee. I felt bad for Jerome Ford because when I watched the tape, he wasn't really the thing with Jerome Ford is he's going to be as good as the offensive line is in front of him. And he got especially bad offensive line play on his carries, and he's not going to rise above it, right? That's just not Jerome's thing. He's not about to rise above bad offensive line play. He is it Raheem Mostert I'm thinking of that he reminds me of, where I'm like, you get him in the right year, in the right system, he could have 1,000 yards, but he's not going to make shit happen as a running back, right? You put Dylan Sampson in there, I'm like, it just looks different.
No, when Quinshawn get in there, we might be.
They needed Quinshawn in this game too at the goal line because I'm like, they gave Jerome the ball on one play where I'm like, that would have scored if it were Quinshawn because he needed to just put his shoulder in somebody's chest and ran forward. And Jerome ain't that guy. Dylan's more that guy than him. And Rocket Sanders is big. He's not that guy. Right?
You wasn't impressed by that?
No, I've watched Rocket Sanders tape in South Carolina. He likes to be like Derrick Henry. He wants to get on the outside and get some steam going downhill. He's not one of them big dudes who's going to be real helpful in the middle. You just need somebody who just don't give a fuck to run up the middle, and like that's Quinshawn for sure. Quinshawn will just headbutt, and he will headbutt a brick wall. That's not Rocket Sanders. Rocket Sanders too smart.
Yeah, Quinshawn is going to be back at practice tomorrow. That's what's being reported right now.
Ooh.
Okay, good. Cool. Okay. We got something.
Yeah. All right, NFL. You're on the clock. What are you going to do?
You know what I'm waiting for? Because I know it's going to come at some point in the season. We're going to hand that rock off to Aiden Huntington one time.
Oh, yeah.
We gonna hand that rock off to Aiden.
Colb. Joe Flacco gonna throw that man a touchdown.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. They go because he fast. They gonna have him block, wait, and then run straight to the pylon. Okay, legit gonna be the play call.
Hey, I'm telling you, when they hand Aiden Huntington the ball off, I want y'all to remember. Anybody watching, I want y'all to remember me saying this. They gonna hand that boy the ball. And
I'll be more nervous about handing him the ball because he got them big ass short arms. I don't feel like that's conclusive to holding the football properly. Like
we gonna find out.
He not built like he got good ball security.
That's what cute. This is an evaluation season. We gonna find out if he can do it.
Aiden Huntington built like he carry a basketball like a football when he hoop. Don't he? Like dudes built like Aiden Huntington when they play basketball, like they hurt. Okay. I bet he was hell at them rec games, dog. But yeah, I added to the plow into the red zone. You're gonna see it. At least the tush push. Imagine. Here's what I want to see. If we get to see Dalen Gabriel, the quarterback sneak, and it's just Aiden Huntington grabbing him. Let's go, man. And he scores and he lifts him up in the air like Simba in the Lion King. I'm like, who gets credit for that touchdown?
You know what? Give it to both of them.
You know you're going to see it, dog. You know if Dylan has to play and you get into a quarterback sneak, somebody's going to have to lift that man up. It's going to be Aiden Huntington. All right, come on. But yeah, it's going to be crazy.
8-12 Masters said Aiden Huntington going to pick up Dylan and throw him over the goal.
Come on, little man. Like Rocket and Groot. I'm Groot.
Hey, bro, Harold Fitton got a wildcat carry. I was like, okay, Kev. All right.
Oh, Kev can't help himself, dog. Kev loves to put tight ends in athletic situations.
I'm just like, Kev,
it's between him and Ben Johnson. Who has more love for tight ends?
I get mad because they scored on that drive, and I'm like, he just can't. He got.
Dog, he gonna run something out that look too. Best believe there will be an RPO out that look. Like,
oh man, it's
if someone said get Myles at 800 to just get behind Dylan and just.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. We talked about the Browns rookies. We talked about Joe Flacco being robbed of what was a really good game. It was funny too because you could always tell when I do the streams when the people who did not watch jump the stream to try to like get their one little talking point off. It's always like 5-10 minutes after the game ends. It's like, oh, you read your little box score and now you got your takes. And it's usually, I hate to single a group out, but it's usually the people who really want Shador to play that do this. And they were like, see, 2 interceptions, you got to play 12. And I'm like, you're embarrassing yourself right now.
No, somebody tried to do that on Twitter. It's just like, I think he said something like, we need move Dylan and Shador up because we need competent quarterback play. And it's the first quote I saw was like, "Did you even watch the game?"
And he even said he was there. I'm like, hey man, you weren't watching close enough. You come away with that opinion.
I don't know. That's embarrassing, dog. You was there. You had the whole view of it, and you were like, yeah, we need competent quarterback play. You was on your
phone. As a Flacco hater myself, old man Flacco was hooping. I gotta give him credit.
I watched it all tweet, so I'm like, yeah.
He was hooping. I was like,
I knew he was cooking because Curtis ain't say nothing bad. He was like, hey man, I can't lie.
Hey man, old man Flacco was hooping.
Yeah. No, like 3 plays where I'm like, he could have did something different.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I was like that too.
Yeah, but it's like even the 3 plays he did do something different. I'm like, one of them he hit Harold Fader for 14 yards. So it's like, who gives a fuck? Okay, like what he could have had Isaiah Bond on the outside release 1-on-1. Isaiah Bond like blew by his guy, but it was like 3rd and 13. He just took the first down. I'm like, okay.
No, shout out to homie Mac because Mac he be in the booth and stuff when the game's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, hey bro, I just want you to know whenever you watch the all 22 or whatever, pay attention to Isaiah Bond because they might need to look his way a time or 2 next week.
No, there was one where I'm like, you just gonna have to make that an alert. Like if the safety comes down and Isaiah Bond's on that mandatory outside release, you might want to look at it.
just look over there real quick.
You might want to peek at it. Like if it's 2nd down, you might need to peek at it over there, dog. Yeah, they're gonna use Isaiah Bond. They're pretty happy with him. Yeah, man, this might be look, we're talking about it right now. Let's just say the 4 players that we talked about today are the only players that are good in this like drafted class. Well, that's an incredible class, right? And the 3 wild cards you have are Quinshon Judkins, who I am pretty certain is going to at least be solid as an NFL running back, right? The big beef with him was like, does he have the upside? But now that you have Dylan there to be the playmaker, I mean, this is basically the same thing he was asked to do at Ohio State. Be the battering ram, do the physical shit. We're going to let Dylan do the fun shit. Like... that feels like it's gonna work. So there's that. Then you have Dylan and Shador. I mean, if one of those guys becomes your backup quarterback, you're fine with it. It's a fine enough pick. Dylan certainly looks like he could be a backup quarterback at the very least. Like, I think that they're probably gonna hit on backup with him. Yeah, we're talking about a class that's really good, and then hey, some of these UDFAs might be pretty solid gets, right? Like Isaiah Bond kind of counts as a UDFA, kind of counts as a pick. He's in that in-between zone because he was given a lot more money than UDFA, but he's a UDFA at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, it didn't look pitiful when he was out there.
Hey, bro, he's fast.
Kevin Stefanski for resisting the urge to put this man on the end around. I was like, when he put Gage Larvin on the inactive list, I'm like, oh my God, he finally stopped listening to the goddamn intrusive thought. Okay, because I just knew Gage Larvin was going to get an end around. I saw him on that thing. I was like, praise the Lord. He finally stopped listening to that. He didn't run one end around in that game. Now he did let the intrusive thoughts win with the wild card Harold Fannin. But you know what? I'll let that happen. He's doing all that motion. You got to keep people off guard, right? You know, you got to keep them on their toes. Give Baltimore something to look at. But yeah, he did not run the end around. Big shout out. Ran the ball 3 times on the goal line and proved why that's not always the best strategy in the world, even though Twitter tells you it is. You know, maybe running straight into the teeth of the defense, try to get a yard. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world. But, you know, I digress. Like, you know, but yeah, like if Aiden Huntington becomes a productive player for you, who else are the other UDFAs right now on the roster?
Donovan McMillan. He was playing on special teams. I think he had a tackle on special teams, I believe.
Yeah, he looked fine on special teams.
Certainly had a tackle on special teams.
Yeah, he definitely had a tackle on special teams.
Yeah, look, man, I know they hate to see him coming. Big 98, put that shoulder down.
Especially because he fast. I know they'd be like, what? I was like, what is he? I know they'd be like, what is he doing on here?
Like, he'd be like, what the fuck? 98? Oh,
98, and he low-key the fastest one.
No, because you know what's going to get a couple people. They're going to see 98 and think, I don't got to sprint. I don't got to sprint. 90, or maybe they got a good special teams coach like that motherfucker can run. Don't test it. But sometimes players don't listen to that, right? Because I remember Ty was telling me he was told all week in the preseason
about Tyreek
Hill, and he was like, Tyvis Powell. Like, I played at Ohio State. I wrote 4.4. I ain't never had nobody just blow me out when it comes to speed. Tyreek Hill blew him out. Like, so yeah.
There's a couple others I think we forget. One linebacker.
The linebacker guy. Hey, Devin Bush. Curtis, I think we got to let it go with Devin Bush, dog. I think
he played well, bro.
He played well. I can't hate on him no more.
Like, it looks like he's taking the leap.
Because when he was in Seattle, he did not look this good. He looked bad, and he come to Cleveland, and now he looks good. I'm like,
he looked like what they wanted out of Pittsburgh when they drafted him. I'm like, oh shit, he's actually making plays. Like that 3rd and 1 stop. I'm like, that's exactly what people thought he would be coming out of college.
Hey, bro, he exploded that one play and got Joe. Like, if Joe would have held that ball for an extra second, he would have got there.
Yeah. You mentioned another linebacker, Easton Mascarenas Arnold. Yeah, he's solid. Another UDFA.
Yeah, look, I don't know what coach is doing there, but he cooking. That linebacker coach, really good. We need to make sure we keep him.
Yeah, Jason Tarver.
JT. I've been early on the JT train because I remember like 3 years ago, I was like, yo, he's really good. Because I remember he got good play out of like Reggie Ragland. And who's the dude we traded for fucking Atlanta for that one year?
Deion Jones. Yeah, Deion
Jones. He had a decent year out of Deion Jones. I was like, yeah, this man got it. Okay. I didn't see him make BJ Goodson look good.
Jason Tarver, keep him around.
One of the more solid coaches you have there, right? Like, anything else we missing from that game that we need to talk about before we get to these questions?
Hey man, this is a really positive. I think it's the most positive we've ever felt after a Browns loss on here.
Because honest to God, the thing that made you lose, you can't really do nothing about, and you don't really expect to like happen all year.
Like we're just like,
like Schmidt missed another kick. This is a 3-week problem maximum, right? Like if he costs you another game, he gone.
Yeah, he getting cut.
Yeah, you get somebody else in there that makes some fucking basic field goals. Like we're not asking a guy. Like I thought we were gonna have to ask our kicker to do some difficult shit. No, apparently not. Like, it was very easy stuff we were asking out of our kicker. But what we do? Act like the whole team didn't look good because the goddamn kicker can't make kicks.
Yeah, man, it was. I really didn't have very many negative things to say, even outside of like I didn't have anything negative to really talk about, to be honest.
Now, I was watching that game and I'm like, God, I hope we don't fire these guys before they get a quarterback.
No. Like, get Kev a quarterback, we're gonna be fine.
Like I'm
that's all they need
until like we get that guy a fucking quarterback. Okay.
I don't care what the record. I do not care what the record is this year. Get Kev a quarterback. We are going to be fine.
Yeah. And now I trust Andrew Berry to draft it. Okay. Like, hey, look, say what you want about his preference for Cam Ward reportedly. I wasn't a fan of it. Cam looked decent, like out there in
His
Tennessee.
receivers were selling.
Receivers were awful.
Receivers
Part
were
of that is
terrible.
because Cam put a lot of spinach on that ball, man. Like it's hard to catch that ball, especially like when he throwing the game speed. They weren't ready for it. But some the decisions weren't terrible.
No, Cam
wasn't terrible.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Andrew Berry might have.
Might know what he's talking about there, right? Yeah,
he might have been right.
That was right about this,
because everything I was told leading up to the draft is that if they could have took Cam, they were going to take Cam for sure, 100%.
Yeah, man, they just need to get this guy a quarterback. They get a quarterback, they're gonna be fine.
Man, one Kyle Hamilton drop interception away from having Cam Ward. Ain't that crazy? Kyle Hamilton catch that pick. We get Cam Ward.
John Dorsey just turns into fucking car for Josh Allen. Where would we be right now? Honest to God. Where would we be right now? You see that guy on Sunday Night Football? Woo! It's so unfair for Baker because, like, he's never going to be not a footnote, and he's a good quarterback. But, dog, you went before two of the best ones in your era. Okay? Like,
man,
it's never going to look like they made the right pick at one. Like,
if they would have picked either one, we would have been okay.
Well, somebody, I think JP posted the EPA and it was almost one. Like, I was like, did I just see a whole number? Like, what?
Yeah, man. Yeah. John Dorsey, bro. John Dorsey.
Demons, dog. At quarterback, what is this?
John Dorsey, man.
This is why I always say you got to have some imagination when you look at these quarterback prospects, because Josh Allen would not have been the film guy's guy coming out because he was terrible at Wyoming. He was not good. Lamar Jackson, the pocket stuff, it was good at Louisville. It just didn't look like it was supposed to. Now, yeah, man. Quietly, they've been the two best quarterbacks in the league. Like,
yeah, not even. I wouldn't even say
Pat's the guy, but like if we talking about like day to day, week to week. I mean, those two have been the guys.
I would say it's not even quiet. They've definitely been the two best quarterbacks in the league like the last year or two.
We want to talk about some college quarterbacks real quick.
Oh, we doing NFL takeaways just around the NFL?
Yeah, we'll go around the NFL after we do the quarterbacks real quick. It's making me nervous.
I'm off the Cade
like 2023 Cade. I got to see what it looks like in conference play. They play Georgia Tech this weekend. I'm gonna try to see if I can make my way to that game, but it's not guaranteed. I'm concerned about Cade. I am concerned.
Hey man, the only reason he played bad is because that QB tracker. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, man. I know. Chop's got to have some shame, dog.
Hey, shout out to homie Chops. He getting the engagement, bro. That's all I can say.
He
getting the engagement.
We have to develop some shame at some point.
Hey man, that man got a job. He do his job. That's all I'm saying.
We cannot.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I went into the college football season, fully on the Lenore Sellers bandwagon. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fernando Mendoza has caught the eye.
Oh yeah, that's the guy.
Fernando Mendoza has caught the guy. It's caught the eye.
I'm like, well, all I need to see from him is a good game versus who he play. Ohio State, Oregon. Which one? Which one he got this year?
He got Oregon. They don't play Ohio State this year.
By the way, Oregon looks fucking terrifying.
Yeah, they look good. They look good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They look good.
We were talking about it 2 weeks ago. We ain't seen the ass whooping like TCU Georgia. No, this outdid TCU Georgia.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. He playing
69-3.
He playing Illinois and he playing Oregon. And low key, I like Aiden Childs too.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see what that Michigan State game look like. And he playing Penn State too. Yeah, bro. He got a chance to wrap this up.
Yeah. I just need to see that Penn State and Oregon game. If he looks like how I expect him to look like versus Penn State and Oregon,
That's
top 3 pick.
That's gonna be the guy.
Signed, sealed, delivered. The film nerds were right. They were right. That's gonna be the number 1 pick in that draft. Okay. If you're a Browns fan, you gotta hope Miami or Tennessee end up with that number 1 overall pick so you can trade for it.
I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be the one that Kevin wants. 100%. 1,000. That I want him.
Yeah, that's gonna be the guy. That's gonna be. Yeah. You might have to have a conversation about Lenoris, but that's the guy. Yeah. By the way, he got to be good. Did you see he got his brother backing him up? Yep. I didn't know that. I was like, oh,
no, that either.
Cool. I saw another Mendoza out there. I'm like, no way.
He played well against Oregon. If he played well against Oregon, he gonna be the first quarterback off the board.
Yeah, Oregon, and then if he beats Penn State and Indiana, if he wins one of those games, it's over. Okay. Let alone if he gets like Indiana to the Big Ten championship game.
Yeah, he's gonna be the number 1 pick.
Yeah, it's there. That guy's very talented.
I would advise all Browns fans to get to know who Fernando Mendoza is.
I was watching. Who are they playing this week?
They played Kennesaw.
It's Kennesaw. Okay, Kennesaw stinks. But hey, man, some of that stuff, it don't matter if the other team stinks, dog. Them some windows you was fitting into and some ball placement that was just very impressive from him. Got to see what it looks like when he gets real pressure on him.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that Illinois game because I want to see what he looks like against that defense and see if he can do something against them. But yeah, I like what I see from him.
That Illinois Duke game was interesting if we're looking at that like second tier of quarterback. Like if you don't have the number 1 overall pick, what you can finagle your way into. You big on Mensa. I ain't gonna lie. I like Mensa. I think the thing with Mensa is he's still a project at 20, right? Like some decision-making things you got to iron out. He's got to be better versus pressure. And I got to really get a good feel for what his arm looks like because it doesn't look very impressive when I watch it, but the ball placement is there for him, right? The being able to process intermediate area of the field, he's really good at that. I think he's top 3 according to Pro Football Focus in intermediate passing. And he's got all that.
I'm sure Kevin would love that.
Yeah, he's got all the Kevin and Andrew Berry stuff, right? Like, the mobility, the athletic ability, the processing in the middle of the field, throwing on time, playing in structure. He's 2 schools that are highly regarded for academics in Duke and Tulane. And that's going to go over well with the Ivy League guys, right? So, yeah, he's somebody I'm like, I think the Browns would be very interested in him. Also, super young. Right, 20 years old.
You know who might be. Everybody knows I love
that game too. I don't want to gloss over it because like Luke Altheimer, not somebody people are talking about as a top prospect. He made some throws in that game where I'm like, I think I got to keep an eye on Illinois for the rest of the season. Like,
no, you know who might is like creeping up my personal rankings. Aiden Childs.
I gotta watch Aiden Childs. I have not been able to watch him yet.
Aiden Childs, I'm like, you know what? I think
there's something there. There's something there.
They might be into that, but he's more to me. He's more like late first right now. And when I say late first, I mean like you trade up from your second to get back into the first to take him.
Yeah, it's a tricky place too because like I'm honest to God, we're not going to know where these guys are going to land even after the football season, right? Like
honestly, yeah.
Like it could change dramatically over after the Senior Bowl, after the Combine, like it did this year, right? Where I mean, we got one of the guys who was shocked by how much that can change, right? With Shedeur going from what some people thought was going to be a top 2 pick, I would argue nobody serious thought he was going to be a top 2 pick. We talked about it on the show multiple times. Shedeur's never going to the top 5. Well, I know I was always hardened on that. He was never going to top 5, but
yeah, all these guys are really young too. I think Mendoza is the oldest of all the guys we're talking about. Mendoza is the oldest.
21.
I think he's 21.
my
Aiden
God.
Childs is 19.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
He's 6'3", 225. Yeah, I think the Browns will be into that.
Also, that 2027 class might have 5 guys who go number 1 overall.
Between like DJ and
DJ,
Raiola.
Yeah, Raiola, who's playing good football right now. And then you have You have, I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. Jeremiah.
Is Dante Moore? Is Dante Moore? Is he?
He
He's
might be draft
2027,
eligible.
right?
He
Is
might
he draft
be.
eligible this year?
I don't think he is.
No, he's next year, right? He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's 2027, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he looked good too. Honestly, bro, like we don't want to. I know people don't want to talk about this, but there's a decent chance the Browns might want to punt this quarterback decision to 2027.
Well, here's my thing, because it's like 2027 looks solid. 2028 looks a little bit better than solid too.
Moore is eligible this year. He's a redshirt. He's a redshirt sophomore.
He's not gonna come out this year, is he?
I don't think he should.
It depends on how you play. It depends on how you play.
Bad landing quarterbacks have a good smell on them.
We don't know, bro. There's a couple dudes who could come out this year, but it really just depends on how they play and like the feedback they get from like people in the league.
The NFL.
Yeah, if their stock is high enough, they'll make that leap. If not, they'll stay for another year and just build it back up.
I think Maeva too, the USC quarterback. He's been interesting.
Yeah, he had my eye for a little bit because he made Miller Moss transfer. So yeah, my eye from USC is interesting too.
He's been hooping. And look, there are some guys who I know people don't believe in them, but the talent is there. Nico Amalivia.
Nico Amaliava.
No, I'm
You try it. You try it.
No. Think about it for 1 second. What did he do this offseason?
Transfer.
Yeah, Nico, I'm gonna leave you. It was a joke. It didn't land. It's all good. But if he has a breakout in the Big Ten, he's gonna be a highly regarded player, especially since he's away from that Mickey Mouse offense that they be running out there in Tennessee, which no quarterback's ever drafted out of there ever again.
Yeah, and Tennessee is, if you're an offensive skill player, Tennessee is bad for your draft stock. Sorry.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. I'm pretty convinced it's why Dylan Sampson fell to the 4th.
Honestly,
I was worried about him getting 100 carries. I'm like, I don't know, man. He played in Tennessee. Like, that shit don't usually work out year 1.
Honestly, if him and Said go to different schools, the Browns probably aren't in position to draft him.
Someone asked in the comments, is this draft deep at wide receiver? No. This wide receiver class.
No.
There is a couple names that I look at, I'm like, they're all right, but no. There's not many good ones. Hey, Jordan Tyson, Arizona State, certified Hooper. Certified Hooper.
Hey,
honestly,
when that Malachi Tony kid coming out?
Malachi Tony, from Miami. It might be a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Carnell Tate though. Carnell Tate. I like that. He's good.
Yeah, a couple names from that list. Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, as I mentioned. Cardinal Tate, Nick Harbert, position change. Antonio Williams, Mekhi Lemon,
y'all gotta leave
Zachariah Branch.
Man alone, man.
No, man. Need them to line up. Get your hand in the dirt. Hey, Nick, come over here.
Man alone, man.
We're with D-line now.
He's not trying to gain that kind of bulk. He's trying to stay Olympic eligible.
He snuck that position change in there so smooth. He's like, position change.
They will say, "Oh, you're playing wide receiver." He's gonna ask, "Oh, I'm playing wide receiver." No, you're not.
He on pace for like 1,000, 1,200 yards, and we out here telling him to play edge.
Listen, man, he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Let's see what else we got here, college wise. Anything else interesting? Ohio State beat Grambling. That's not interesting. I wonder, I think OU's gonna give him 3/4 of interesting football.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. OU making me feel like a proud alum. Finally, this football team.
This might be the 3rd OU game you've watched.
Honestly,
in your life.
I'm like, hey, hold on, we might be all right.
Well, I will get to watch Aiden Childs this week. YSU goes and they play Aiden Childs this week. So
Ooh, we'll see.
Hey man, last time we played them, we only lost by like 14. I was in college that time.
Hey man,
I think it was the year. No, it wasn't the year they went to the playoff. But it was one of them years they cost Ohio State the Big Ten. Yeah, I forgot about it. I was talking to Tyvus about Michigan State, and I was like, "You like Michigan State, though?" They're like, "You got no beef." He's like, "I hate Michigan State," and then he reminded me they cost Ohio State the Big Ten like 3 years in a row. I forgot.
Oh man.
But let's see what else we got here. Let's go back to the NFL. Let's go around the league here. What caught your eye from around the league? I think my Bo Nix regression take might be good. I'll just put that one out there.
After 1 week, I could absolutely understand how you feel that way.
Yeah, there was some stuff in there where I was like, "Oh, buddy."
Hey, I'm gonna say it.
Of it all, what the fuck did he do at the end of that game? Curtis, you saw that?
I don't know what he was.
Was that like a punt? Were they trying to punt?
I don't know what they were doing. I'm like, oh my God, they deserve to lose this game. And they didn't. I'm like, oh Lord, this is just
I ain't gonna lie, Cam looked better than him.
That's true.
Cam was
That's
being
true.
sold by his wide receivers. Bo was selling his wide receivers down the river, dog.
Like, Cam looked better than him. I'm not gonna lie to you. He really did.
It's not a good thing for your quarterback when J.K. Dobbins saves the game for you. Like J.K. Dobbins got to fight through all that arthritis in his knees to get you to the game. That's tough.
Hey, I do want to say this. I do want to say this. I like what I saw from the New York Jets in that game. I know they lost, but I like what I saw from the Jets on offense. I really do.
Hey, we're going to talk about the fact that Pittsburgh spent all that money, all that draft capital to get older at defense, and they look like that.
Their defense looks slow.
Yeah, they
really
look bad.
3 years older, don't it?
It's just slow. They look slow, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you're just hating." Like, brother, the tape. They look like they're slow. Like it feels like they're not built to be in the track meet. And Aaron Rodgers was just dinking and dunking down the field. I don't know how long that's going to last, but yeah, that team is old and good luck. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Hey, I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm not going to lie, though. I'm not going to lie.
Is it over for TJ Watt?
Armand Membo was
might as well break out that soundboard.
He was
right
kicking his ass, dog. Oh, he was kicking his ass all game, bro. Hey, the Jets might have 2 elite tackles. I'm not gonna lie to you. They might have 2 elite tackles, but Membo was whooping his ass. That
the big thing with the Jets is that their quarterback is Justin Fields, and
he looked good, though.
Depending on who you are, you might have more mileage with that idea than others. I am of the opinion of that ain't no real quarterback. Like this is. I'm sorry. It ain't no real quarterback. He might look good for a game or two. You're going to remember that's Justin Fields at some point. But if you are one of the people who do like Justin Fields, I can see you being excited about the Jets. And I don't think that's wrong. It really just does come down to that. Like, okay, do you like Justin Fields or do you not?
I thought he played well.
I hate watching Justin Fields play football. It's one of my least favorite things to do.
Is it like an aesthetic thing for you?
It's an aesthetic thing for me, but I also think it's just like a look at what his career has looked like too. He's not bad. He's like right there. He's good enough to start for a team, but I think he's stuck still. You know what I mean?
We all feel like that. I don't feel that way about Justin, but I get it.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. Hey, we're going to talk about your boy Caleb.
Yeah, I had to drop him from my fantasy team today, man.
Damn.
I decided to look at the all 22, and I'm like,
hey, so I ain't gonna say what
I think it might be too late for the brother.
I ain't gonna say what chat I'm in. but I am in a chat. I am in a football chat, and there are some people in there who feel very strongly about the Chicago Bears' decision to get rid of Justin Fields for Caleb right now. they were not happy about what they
Caleb's accuracy is just not where it needs to be, and he has that tendency to just try to work out of structure so bad. Like he got that urge, like to look at the Green Goblin meme. Yeah, that meme. When it comes to working out of structure, I'm like, the first half looks so promising. Then the second half is just,
you know what it was like?
Just bad.
It was like watching
sad.
like 2021 Baker Mayfield, where it's like he just wants to leave structure so badly, and like he can't get himself to. He's going to be somebody. He's going to be better on the second team. That's why I'm at with Caleb. Yeah, he's going to be better on his second team. I think he's just not going to work out in Chicago. One, we got to address the elephant in the room. This man is wearing the number 18. It's an all-time horrible aesthetic there, like terrible aesthetic. You're not going to be good wearing the number 18 in Chicago. And also, Chicago is the only franchise I did say they could draft Marvin Harrison and Caleb Williams, and I think they would both stink just because they went to Chicago. Because they just have horrible luck with this kind of thing. They're kind of like the Cleveland of the NFC, right? Like, it happens there. I think Caleb Williams will be better his second team. I think it's over in Chicago. It's not over yet. They're going to have to give him like 2 more years. But emotionally, I think people are going to give up on him this year.
It's just Ben Johnson talked about him a lot, and he's like, you could feel like his patience is like running thin.
I knew it was bad when he was 10 for 11, and then they zoomed over to Ben Johnson, and he was furious at him. I'm like, oh, he's missing shit. And that's the thing, right? This is where it feels a lot like Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. Corner route, wide open. He doesn't see it. Who that feel like? Who that feel?
Yeah.
Want to roll out. Arm not strong enough to do the Pat Mahomes stuff he wants to do. He going to have to learn. Like, he can't do that shit. It's going to take probably his third or fourth team, right? Like, he might have to bounce around, do the whole Baker Mayfield, but yeah, I think his second spot's going to be a lot better for him. I think he has to learn some lessons that only life can teach you. You feel me?
When I was watching him, I'm just like, hey, man, a lot of open receivers that you are just absolutely not hitting with the football. Unfortunately, like a lot of open receivers.
Hey, maybe this is how the universe gets us back, and we get the Renaissance Caleb Williams. But yeah, I think Ben Johnson is going to be pretty frustrated with Caleb by the end of the year. And it might be a hot take, but I really wouldn't be surprised if you start hearing he's available this offseason.
I'll wait till we get to the questions to follow up on that, because we got people super chatted and asked.
By the way, Marv finally looked good.
Yeah.
I sold high with Marv. I put him in a package to try to get Jamar Chase on my fantasy team, and I already got Derrick Henry.
Good for you.
You know what I mean? I've been trying this year with my fantasy league, but let's go ahead and take care of these super chats.
Yeah, all right. Okay, we going to the first super chat. This is from Ray Rags. He says, so I watched back the kick. He did make it drift right, so that feels like his tendency since his kicks missed to the right. If that's the case, he should have known to aim it more left, and regardless, get him off my team. Talking about the kicker.
Okay, what did you say again? I was reading something else. My bad.
He said, so I watched he basically watched the kickback. He did make it and it drifted right, so that feels like his tendency since his kicks missed to the right. If that's the case, he should have known to aim it more left, and regardless, get him off my team.
I don't know. Yeah. I think he just shanked it, dog. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I think that shit just came off his foot wrong.
Hey, listen, he gonna have a chance to redeem himself, and if he keep missing kicks, he will be out of here. We ain't even gotta go deep into that one.
By the way, aren't you surprised every year about the amount of people who think that, like, and I'm not saying Ray Rags thought this, guy. I know Ray Rags knows better. But aren't you surprised every year the amount of people who think like the special teams coordinators out there teaching the kicker how to kick?
Yeah, he's not.
He's not. That's not what he's not doing.
That's not what he's supposed to do.
He makes the recommendation.
I'm like, Bubba Ventrone has nothing to do with this. Like,
what Bubba Ventrone does, the only thing Bubba Ventrone does as far as the kicking game, if there's a competition, he will recommend who the kicker should be.
Yeah, I mean, the competition was Dustin Hopkins.
Otherwise, like special teams coordinators, they do not teach the kicker how to kick.
Yeah,
as someone who's played sports, we all know this. They do not teach kicker how to kick. They got what they should do.
The kicker hires their own coach, or they coach themselves, right? Like that's really it. Like, what would Bubba Ventrone be out there telling Dustin Hopkins? Like, you got to get your hips seen. He don't fucking know. He was a gunner.
Yeah, he ain't kick, so he can't even give him advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to criticize
that the Browns, and I asked this question to Bubba when I was down there, should they have a kicking consultant on hand? I would argue it couldn't hurt. They don't. They said they don't. But, I would argue it couldn't hurt. It's not going to solve your problem. Again, we had Phil Dawson as a quasi-kicking consultant for a long time here. It didn't fucking help anything. But, can't hurt, right? Like, but it's all down to who you have in there. Like, you might have a veteran kicker who's not going to deal with that shit at all because that's not how it's usually done.
Yeah, the only thing you could really blame Bubba for is, like, coverage units. And like some of the return stuff, I think it's just stupid. And I always thought like keeping DeAndre Carter on here just to be the returner, I thought that was I just disagree with it from the jump. But
hey man, he was good,
except for that last one where he just I don't even know what he was thinking.
He tends to do too much.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I can see thinking, okay, I need to make a play, and then kind of getting caught up in there. I don't know, man. It wasn't shit we going. I completely forgot about that whole last sequence. Yeah. And look, I'm gonna be fine. I don't mind having a dedicated punt kick returner because what I don't want out there is somebody doing dumb shit with football and punt and kick returns. I don't want to deal with inexperience at punt and kick returner. Like,
I understand it. I get it.
Like that's my thing. Is like, bro, I don't care about how much you can return. Just get the fucking ball to the offense in a reasonable spot.
I get it.
What's the next one?
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. Before someone says anything, please know Jake Moody. He missed 2 inside 40 and 1 was inside 30. No.
So he got all of the kicks out the way.
Well, one of the kicks were blocked. One of the kicks got blocked. I can say that because I watched the game. Not all the kicks were like he missed 2.
You did, Curtis. Oh, you did. I forgot to talk about this shit. Curtis, fresh off of watching the Browns lose this game, he was like, you know what? Seahawks play. It's gonna be a better day. And the game started off good. And it almost ended good. And my God, Curtis, do you want to talk about the end of that game? Good Colb, did you see this shit?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Did you see the throw Brock Purdy made at the end of this game?
Tariq Woolen was pissing me off the entire game. He was playing like he was a receiver. Like the amount of times he got beat deep by Ricky Pierce, I'm like, yeah, we might lose this game. Then, I turned to third quarter because I had to pause it. So I'm like, okay, we're going to get a stop, get the ball back. Didn't happen. Literally had an easy pick.
Wait. Before you describe it, I want Colb to watch the end of this game.
Do you have it? Do you have it queued up?
No, we're not gonna play it on screen because we'll be clapped by copyright. But I'm gonna get you the time marker, so you can watch this shit.
No, I gotta see this.
I got no Curtis pissed, and then it got worse. It got so much worse.
Damn, Curtis.
It got so much worse for Curtis, dog. I felt bad. Okay. All right. Go to the San Francisco 49ers Seahawks game highlights and then jump to about the 13:57 mark.
You said the 13:57 mark? Hold on. Let me see this.
Oh, I felt so bad for Curtis watching this.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah. I can send you the link.
Yeah, send me the link real quick. Send me the link real quick so I can laugh at Curtis.
Oh, I can send you it with the timestamp. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, you can? Yeah, send me that so I can laugh.
Yeah, this shit was amazing. It was like the last thing you saw on Red Zone too. It was great.
Talk about video. Okay, there we go.
Turn the volume up, please.
Oh, you want the volume up? You want people to hear this? Okay.
Yes, like just my
Oh,
reaction.
here it is.
Hey, look at Brock Purdy's stat line in the corner. No. Keep watching. So that. Oh shit. That was his third interception. It should have been his third interception.
Yeah, so they go empty. I don't blame them for throwing the ball. They're going for the win. And just Purdy's ability to keep the play alive. Throws it up for grabs. Again, Reed Woolen just missed the ball in the air. So what they teach them is that
Oh shit.
So you see, you put your eyes on your nearest defender.
But they get the ball, Cole. They get the ball, Cole. You know. Let's see what Sam Darnold can do with this.
Oh, it's about to get worse. It's about to get worse.
This is what I tweeted out. Curtis got to be pissed right now. And then,
okay.
You know,
okay.
It happened. I'm like, I had to eat the tweet, right? I'm worried right now. That ball's at the 20. 1 minute left. A timeout, and the clock just stopped.
Oh, y'all good. What happened? Something terrible had to happen.
Keep watching.
That was worse than how the Browns lost. He went from watching the Browns game immediately into look at this shit, man. It's a clear fumble. It's nothing controversial about any of this.
There was nothing controversial. When the ball was going free, I'm like, yeah, game over. I'm over it. I'm so over it.
And who recovered it? Goddamn Nick Bosa.
Hey, Curtis, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
Should have called holding on cross.
That's the most Browns-ish way I've seen a team lose since the Browns. That shit is insane. Hey, clear interception. Clear interception.
Colb, when I saw that happen to the Seahawks, I felt so much better about my day. I was like, you know what? It could have been worse.
What's crazy is that I was about to get ready to eat. I had my food warmed up. As soon as I saw it happen, like,
because
I went to Panda Express, I'm like, oh man, it's about to be good. They about to come down and win this game. Game over. I'm like,
you did one of
I'm hungry.
these. You had to throw that shit away.
Dog.
Oh, keep in mind, Colb. I only tweeted out Curtis got to be pissed right now because of the Brock Purdy touchdown. I had no clue that was going to happen.
Bro, I can't even lie to you, bro. I can't believe that wasn't an interception.
That literally could have been a.
That happened, and then Baltimore lost the way they did. By the time I got to Monday, I was like, you know what, man? Week 1 was just crazy. At least we could blame it 100% on the kicker, right? We're not sitting here like our quarterback fucked up, like our best corner fucked up. Hey, if I got to be mad at Andre Smyzt for a week, dog, I'll take it. I don't want that. Yeah, Curtis, that was rough, bro.
Yeah, bro, I can't even. I don't even want to talk shit to you because that's just
I don't even think you had anything. I can't imagine you watch Sunday Night Football after that. Like,
I watched it. I had no choice but to watch it. I said, you know what? Might as well see what happens. I'm like, well, could be a lot worse, but
could it?
It was like, I don't know,
that
man.
Hurt
like
me.
No, that was. I don't know if it
the Browns losing a winnable game and Seattle lost a winnable game, but
and it's San Francisco too.
like they were banged up too. I was so
Brock
confident in my
Purdy
pick.
played so bad in that game.
Yeah, he was in hell, man.
In that game.
Well, I don't know how y'all lost, bro. Like legit. I don't know
It's
how
because
y'all
the
lost.
offense stunk.
No,
Clint Kubiak
getting
on my
one
shit list.
explosive play right there in that moment and then blowing it right after that. It's just, I can't believe
it. That was insane.
But what were you about to say, Curtis?
Yeah, like Seattle's offense was just so bad. Clint Kubiak, you're back on my shit list. All stuff I said about you that was nice, ignore it.
We'll be back.
Oh man.
All right, let's get to the next question.
All right. Next one is from Cam's Cutups. There should be an emergency kicker like for QB.
Well, you can't put the emergency kicker in because you think the other one's ass. Like, you got to get hurt.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that.
Hey, look, man, I think you should be able to just carry 5 specialists, and they don't count towards the 53. You should have the ability, if your kicker is selling, to throw somebody else in there. Keep the pressure going,
just throw them in there. Who cares?
Yeah. That's what they do in college. They got like 15 fucking kickers on the college roster.
They do.
You do kickoffs now. Other guy gonna come in and kick the ball. That's how Jake Bates got discovered in the UFL. All he did at Arkansas was kick the ball off. That's how many kickers they got in college. I feel like they do that better. Because why is it that every college team got a dude who can make a 50-yard field goal, but 20 teams in the NFL have somebody who can make a 40-yard field goal? It's a dude at Georgia State that can make a fucking 50-yard field goal right now. And we out here struggling at the NFL to find consistent kickers. It's one of the strangest things in the world. I think the NFL just needs to throw volume at the problem. Let each team carry 5 kickers, and then I bet this won't be a problem no more. Let's get to the next one.
Next one is from G-Shy99. I seen some Bengals fans saying that the technique on those interceptions was taught and not luck whatsoever. About pop the blood vessel.
Yeah, every fan base has idiots.
It's not like their DBs played great at all. They were getting cooked. They were getting routed up.
I'm sure the technique was, let me give up a 20-yard cushion here to give a first down on 3rd and 5 and then hope the guy drops the ball. Let me not force a play here. Let me just hope the ball bounces my way. That's the technique. Okay, Bagel fans.
Y'all won a game, man. Y'all stole one. Congrats. Congratulations.
It's like, hey, man, you got to win.
Like they're doing like, oh, Al Golden deserves a game ball. Mike, they let old man Flacco throw for 300 yards. I would be very concerned if you let Flacco do that because Lamar could do a lot worse. A whole lot worse.
No, let him be confident. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right.
Let him think nothing needs to change.
They gonna figure it out.
And then somebody's gonna give him a wake-up call. And the defensive line is better though than we expected. But
I give him credit there, but yeah. All right, next super chat is from Autistic Kid. It's hard to feel good about this game because on paper you should, but we lost under the worst luck without injuries. I mean, it could be worse. Could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot. Like, honest to God.
It could be like Miami. They looked awful.
Yeah, look, I saw somebody be like, I'd rather get blown out to lose this one. I'm like, no, you wouldn't.
No, you would not.
I've seen chat when we get blown out. I promise you don't want to get blown out. Yeah. Hey, man, if some bullshit bounces your way later this season, like it did against Baltimore last year, then,
it's all even. It's all even at the end of the day. It's all even.
Joe Flacco throws something that should have been a pick six. It gets dropped, leads to a touchdown. Hey, okay. We're even.
All right, next one is from Ray Rax. He says, Myles made Orlando Brown Jr. his bitch on 3 straight plays. The guy was supposed to stop Myles. Plus, watching them flip the entire formation and play away from Myles was hilarious. Orlando Brown always struggles against Myles. I don't think he was going to stop him at any point.
There's no tackle in the offense in the AFC North that doesn't struggle against Myles, to be honest.
There's no tackle. Okay.
Like I'm trying to think of like one. The only tackle I've seen
was like Laramie Tunsil.
Laramie Tunsil, yeah, in the playoff game.
Myles and got off on Laramie Tunsil before too. Like, he's gotten everybody.
Yeah, so it's just what happens.
Hey, look, here's how you know there's not a guy out there that can stop Myles. Nobody's out there claiming that they're the Myles stopper, right? Like usually, you get the guy, oh yeah, it's my responsibility this week. I look forward to taking that challenge on. It's always some really humble shit that people say before they go up against the Browns. We get to the next one.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. Chase McLaughlin was horrible for us. Now he's one of the most consistent kickers in the NFL.
And listen, bro, it's nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Look, you're only going to solve this problem with pure luck. Like, I hate to break it to you. It's just chance. You just got to keep going through the cycle, man. That's the only way you're going to solve this problem. You just got to keep bringing kickers. Hope one doesn't miss. When the guy stops missing, you solve the problem.
All right, this next one is from Soul Train. What do y'all think of South Florida quarterback Byron Brown?
Have not watched them, but I know they beat Florida, right?
They
Yeah.
beat
Hey,
Florida.
USF.
Man, let me also say something too. DJ Lagway has some suspect losses under his belt, unfortunately. Like some very losses.
Hey, don't worry about it. We're gonna fix that when he transfers to Ohio State.
Hey man, it's about time. He needs to transfer somewhere. Hey, he might transfer to Indiana. That seems like the new spot.
No, he wanted to play with Jeremiah Smith. Come on, bro. Come on ahead. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's an easy job. You gonna get rid of Julian saying that quick?
DJ want to come here?
You saying goodbye to saying?
Oh, easy. Sorry, son. I have to get DJ in here.
Gonna have to get that portal ready again, son. Did he portal in?
Yeah, he was at Alabama first, right?
He was at Alabama, then he win the portal and came to Ohio State.
Yeah, you get portaled out of Ohio State, buddy. It's bottom of the Big Ten, SEC, or G of 5 after that. You know what I mean? You have to make that. Or actually, the Big 12 is the new breeding ground for where if you don't succeed in the top two conferences, you just go to the Big 12.
Sam looked really good, but I mean, it's Grambling, so I mean, I can't really
Come on.
take too much from that. Yeah, I can't take too much.
Well, why is you be playing Grambling to get a win early in the season, dog? Like, great, it's not a great football program. Like,
yeah, I was just like, this Grambling.
Now, I remember when I found out that the HBCU schools were like not top level FCS teams because YSU brought Howard over. They beat the shit out of Howard, dog. They beat them like 63-12.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. There's difference of competition everywhere.
All right, next one's from Ray Rags. Something flying under the radar because we blew the game. The Bengals once again started off struggling on offense. It'll be confirmed this week if it was the Browns D or just them being bad to start off again.
I think it's the Browns defense. They struggle against the Browns defense every time they play.
Also,
It's
another
just a
thing
bad
to
matchup
consider
for them.
is that everybody looks at the Bengals offense and they're like, oh my God, look at the talent. They're not consistent. They've never been consistent. They've always had dry spurts in games too. And the Browns are uniquely built to attack them because our secondary is good. And then Myles Garrett just presents a unique problem. And like, honestly, it might be something mental.
Yeah, it's just offensively, they're so inconsistent from drive to drive, as you mentioned. Like, they look great one drive, they look bad the next. They look great one drive, bad the next. Like, against Cleveland, their offense just looked good for one drive, and it was just inconsistent throughout. And that's pretty much what they are. But I'm supposed to believe that this team is a Super Bowl contender? No, I don't.
Let's get to the next question.
All right. Food Love Sue, he says, DeJuan Jones, 76. He ranked 76 out of 76 ranked tackles on PFF. I'm going to just say this about PFF. Watch the games because he didn't look that bad. He didn't.
I
Like
PFF 76 out of 76.
That's just like egregiously bad.
Yeah,
like I don't think he was that bad.
He wasn't that bad. Like people were saying, "Oh, DeJuan Jones was terrible." Like, no, he wasn't. He wasn't.
There are certain.
It's a process
with PFF where it's more of a. I always say this: PFF grades. You got to keep in mind that they are at the end of the day advertisements for the website itself, right? It's not the most important metric that they put out. The real meat and potatoes with PFF and a PFF subscription, I don't know if you guys have one, I do.
I got rid of mine a while
Is
ago.
the charting, is the advanced metrics, You know what I mean? Like you get some of this stuff from the NFL Pro now, but that's really the bread and butter of the PFF thing. The grades are like a Wikipedia page when you're doing a research paper. It's a jumping off point, right? And I think that advice is outdated because now don't kids use AI to write these papers and then they
I'm
just
pretty
edit
sure.
it.
Yeah.
AI and Chat
New
GPT.
Wikipedia. Remember when teachers were so pressed about Wikipedia? Now they got a whole nother monster out there. But yeah. It's like that. It's a jumping off point for further evaluation. Because sometimes you will look at a PFF grade and you're like, what? And then you watch the tape and they were right. Sometimes it wasn't one of their better evaluators that was taking a look at that game. You know, it's a number of reasons, right? Everybody thinks like it's like one guy making these grades. There's like a million people making these grades. Some of these guys are better than others. They got a rubric and everything, but it's football. It's hard to have a rubric that's consistent, especially for offensive line play.
All right, next one is from Ray.
Even their defensive line play evaluations sometimes I
is this
now their safety evaluations are at like secondary safety evaluations. I'm like, I never take those seriously. Like,
I don't take the QB evaluations either.
Like the worst DB in football before, and I'm like, well, come on, like, this is clearly fraudulent.
All right, the next one is from Ray Rags again. He says, so Greg might just be better on the outside. Thank you, Bengals, for not running drag routes with Chase all game when Greg was on them. And is that what it looks like when your free safety just looks adequate?
I would say this. Carson Schlesinger does a lot to cover up some of the weaknesses there, right? Because if you do run that drag, there's somebody who can pick that up and run with them, right? Like, and that's why Carson's here. Right. And then safety play. Yeah, I mean, that was good safety play from Ronnie Hickman. Yeah, I mean, I know Colb's upset we didn't get his boy Xavier Watts, but Ronnie Hickman could play a little bit. You know what I mean? Ronnie Hickman can play.
Xavier Watts, certified Hooper.
Hey,
man, yeah, he is certified Hooper. That is true.
What did Dylan solve the quarterback problem, Colb?
if he does it.
Hey,
I'm gonna be very upset about this.
When he get out there, throw 5 touchdowns, and you got to put out the tweet. Little man can play.
I will do it happily if that's what happens. I will do it.
Little man can play. Okay.
Calling him little
All
man,
right.
by the way, is crazy.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags. Talking about Flacco. He outplayed Burrow and people want him benched. They're not Browns fans. They're fans of the players. I think he's talking about someone saying that. I think that tweet I did see, and he said that, you know, we need more competent play. I'm like, that play was competent enough.
It's important to remember that, like, some of the wild shit you see on Twitter is not what most people who have a say on the discourse are saying, or just most people in general in real life are saying. It's just some people out here who knows that there's a lot of people who follow them that like Shador. And if you suggest that Shador should have played, you're going to get likes. So let me just make it seem like he should have played. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of real life going on there. I don't think people walked out that stadium being like, we got to bench Joe Flacco. I don't think that was the thought. Okay. Maybe there are some people out there who just want to push their agenda, which we saw after the game. I mean, people were pushing their anti-Andrew Berry agenda. The most egregious thing was anybody pushing an anti-Kevin Stefanski agenda after that game. Because I'm like, the brother cooked. Like, he be putting Zach Taylor into a blender. Okay.
Like the people were saying that they didn't like the game plan or whatever. I'm just like, hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog.
Bro, people just be saying that, bro. Like the amount of times people are like, oh, the game plan was bad. Okay, what was the game plan? They ain't gonna give you no answer. I don't like the scheme. What the fuck is the scheme? Well, the play calling was bad. What play call did you not like? We should have ran. It's like it's just buzzwords that we be throwing out here when people don't really have an actual complaint. Yeah. The anti-Kevin stuff is just like, I'm like, come on, you're just exposing yourself. Like, this is a bad take. Even if you don't like Kevin, like most of the people who know what they're talking about don't like Kevin, we're just shutting the fuck up. You know, like, but Let's get to the next one.
All right. Next one is from Ray Rags again. Question: how far do you think this team could go if this was like Super Bowl Flacco?
Post Super Bowl Flacco. I mean,
I wonder if Joe Flacco be thinking about that. Like, where were you when Lamar got me kicked off the Ravens? If I had just gone to Minnesota,
yeah, he could have followed Kevin here. We might have been all right.
Yeah.
For a while.
I bet Joe be like, man, this is the guy that I need to be with.
No, but it's weird because Corey tweeted this out and he was like, it's like Joe and Kevin it's like they share the same brain on offense and they know exactly what they're trying to do on offense at all times.
No,
and it's like strange, but it works. And if Joe wants to keep playing football, I don't know if he wants to keep playing football at all after this year, but like if he does, like I could see them being like, you know what, we just gonna keep Joe around.
I wouldn't be surprised if Joe popped up as like a coach for this team eventually. You know,
I wouldn't either. But like I genuinely think if he wants to keep playing football for like, or if they draft Mendoza or whatever, I can see the Browns being like, hey, will you agree to this 2-year deal to hang around for a while?
2-year deal, he'd be 43. So again, he might consult. He'll pop up at training camp for sure and be like, yeah, I'm gonna give the young guy something, or maybe even be there for like a half a season and retire in the middle of it. But yeah, they have a good feel for each other. And it's like if Joe Flacco were like 35, well, not even 35, like this had happened like when Joe was like 31, I bet he's like, damn, bro. Like if you would have just had this job when it was 2018, like, maybe something could have shook.
Yeah. Hey, next one is from Autistic Kid. I will say this week 1 way better than last year.
I mean, yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, look, this week 1, we watched the team and we're like, oh, we're better than we think. Last year's week 1, we were like, oh, they know they're bad.
I was like, oh, we suck.
Like, it wasn't just like we suck. You were watching the team be like, yeah, bro, we've been terrible. Like, the team had no belief in it. I remember what Mac always talks about. It was like the sideline report was like, there's no juice. There's no juice on the sideline at all. It's dead. They don't believe. Yeah. It's much different. It's much different. They have belief in themselves. They have belief in the quarterback. I'm excited to see how they come out against Baltimore.
Everyone's thinking that Baltimore is going to blow them out. I'm like, y'all don't follow the NFL close enough.
No, Baltimore good for losing a game like this, right? Because
exactly,
we're going to be the get right game for Baltimore. Like they literally did this last year versus they lost to the Chiefs in a close game, and then they played the fucking Raiders the week after and lost to the Raiders.
Yeah,
I think in the home opener too.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if the Browns got some get back for what happened on Sunday. This upcoming Sunday, like, it wouldn't surprise me if they're like, you know what, the best way to make up for that loss.
Yeah, and it's also you bring up a great point, Colb, because people talk about it like it's only one way. Like, oh, the Ravens are going to be pissed because they lost that close game. I'm like, don't you think the Browns are pissed too? Like, you think the Browns are like happy go lucky right now? Like, they're probably pissed. They're like, we deserve to get some recognition, and the Ravens are the way to get that recognition. Also, this team strangely better against Lamar than you would think. Now, Lamar done cooked us before. I ain't acting like we shut him down. He definitely the one I fear in the AFC North. But we've had our moments against Lamar. Like we've gone blow for blow with Lamar Jackson.
It could go either way, to be completely honest.
Hey, it could be a spectacular game. It could be an ass whooping on one side or the other. Right? Like,
we gonna see.
Yeah. All right. Next one is from Soul Train. It's hard not to imagine a healthy JOK with Carson.
Man.
I'll be honest with you.
We haven't
like.
Okay. I thought we were gonna have a different conversation.
Oh no. Well, what conversation did you want to have?
I don't want to have it.
Oh
no. I don't want to have it at all.
I do wonder if we draft Carson if JOK's healthy, but yeah. Hey, look, man, They're getting that playmaking out of somewhere though. They're getting that playmaking out of Devin Bush. So I mean, I'm not really watching them like, damn, what could we do if we had another good linebacker? Because there's like 2-3 good linebackers on this team right now. So shout out to them for development.
Yeah, but honestly, if they had JOK and Carson, we'd be special.
I would worry about us in play action though a little bit.
You can worry about us in play action, but outside of that,
you know, I mean, that double mug.
Ooh, man. Let me tell you something. We ain't disguising shit. We coming.
No, Myles is going to stand up. This is exactly what you think it is.
We ain't hiding shit. What's up?
Who are you not going to block? Like, you gonna let the white dude through?
Now, you're not gonna get that ball out fast enough.
Yeah, you gotta let somebody through, dog. You know what I mean? You can slide because technically, if you get into that look, right, and you think they set the ball, you're supposed to. The most dangerous man is the man furthest away from the ball, so it can't be up the middle. You have to slide the line away from Myles, so Myles gets a one-on-one. You're never gonna do that. So it's like, what you want to do?
You're not gonna get that ball out, bro. Let's go.
You at least a poor tackle with the worst predicament in the world, which is watch a down block and then kick out to get Myles. Like, yeah, okay. That's what happened on that fucking twist. Is that somebody's job was like, hey, watch this, then go to Myles. And I'm like, how can we still have that technique? It's a horrible technique.
But yeah, if we had JOK,
imagine Curtis, your coach is like, all right, I want you to look at this and then look at Myles. You didn't get the fuck out of my face. I'm kick sliding back, dog. Like immediately. Fuck out of here. I don't care if we rub block it. I'm sliding. Like, well, go ahead.
All right, yeah. Next one is from Ray Rags. He's talking about Lamar and Josh. If they were here, I promise you, Hugh would have ruined them both.
I don't think Q could have done that much damage in half a season. Because remember, Hugh got fired 5 weeks in.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's Hugh Jackson, but if Hugh didn't fuck up Baker Mayfield, like, then I think Lamar and Josh Allen would have been fine. Also, keep in mind, Josh Allen stunk his first 2 years in the league anyway. So, like, what was Hugh gonna ruin?
I think the funniest draft story or draft rumor was that John Dorsey was actually going to take Baker and Lamar in the same draft. And I wish it would have happened because that would have been just like seeing that all of that play out would have been hilarious.
You imagine Odell Beckham clearly preferring Lamar Jackson.
Lamar, like.
Oh, if you thought Baker wanted to play through that shoulder injury in 2019, what was it, 2021? Imagine if it's this young man, Lamar Jackson, behind him. Bro, Baker be out there with the torn ACL, like, nah, I'm starting. Like, y'all are never getting to see Lamar Jackson.
Oh man, the discourse in the city of Cleveland, Ohio would have been something.
Oh, that would not have been fun.
Oh no, it would have been fun. No, it would have been something.
That would have. Wasn't that during the whole, like, the people were still charged up about taking a knee for the anthem thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then 2020 would have happened.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
Ooh. But let me tell you something. Lamar Jackson and prime Nick Chubb. Oh my God.
Yeah. It hurts me to say prime Nick Chubb now, but
oh my God.
Let's get to the next one.
Okay. The next one is from Ray Rags. Cole, can we talk about saying looking extremely accurate? That's insane. He had no incompletions to the INT, no matter the opponent, being 18-19 for 306 and 4 TDs and 1 INT is nuts.
It's nuts. Like, it's legitimately insane to do that in the game. And like, yes, they played Grambling, so grain of salt, please, like grain of salt. But still, he did what he needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to see it against better teams.
All right, next one is from Ray Rags again. Shout out to YSU QB Bo Brungard being FCS Offensive Player of the Week, 12 of 16, 122, 1 TD, and 10 rushes for 264 and 4 TDs.
Jesus Christ.
White boy be running that bitch, boy. It'd be like watching prime Johnny football. It'd be like, oh, he just be running. He doubled his passing production.
What was going on defense? We just let him run all over us. Like
I mean, they were playing Robert Morris, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's like a MAC school in the FCS. Like,
I'm confused.
It's like an
what,
SEC school, yeah. So yeah.
What are we doing?
No, he do that every year. He do that to them every year.
I'm also over here like, hey man, like I need to watch the tape. What was the defense doing here? He got 10 rushes for 264 yards.
You know what they was doing? They was chasing.
What's going on?
Brungard can run. We gonna see how good of a runner he is versus Michigan State this week, though.
Oh yeah, we're gonna find out.
I'm not counting out my Buckeyes. I mean, no, my Buckeyes. Ooh.
We heard it. Clip it. Clip that.
Let me
Y'all still in here.
My
Y'all still in here.
opinion.
Clip that one. That we gonna post that on Twitter. We gonna post that on Twitter immediately.
Ooh, I ain't been with the Buckeyes since Ted Ginn was down there. My
Ooh,
bad.
clip that one. Oh,
My
clip
bad.
that one. We gonna get that.
Sorry, Mr. Tressel.
Oh,
My Penguins.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, you gonna be mad as hell when you see that all over Twitter.
Nah, Curtis, don't do this to me.
Oh, we posted
Curtis,
that one for
Curtis,
sure.
don't do this to me.
Oh, before every Ohio
Curtis,
State game,
Curtis is determined to turn me into a meme.
This the one.
Curtis be trying to make memes happen because he tried to make that Berlizzi what happened for like 2 weeks.
Hey, I'm gonna get it. Eventually. It will pick up eventually.
Look, he gonna keep going at it.
We gonna get that one. We gonna get that one going.
Nah, we good.
We'll find a way. Anyway, next one is from Ray Rags. Q, would you trade for Caleb Williams?
This is the question I wanted to get to.
Depends on what we talking. Would I trade like a 3rd round pick for Caleb Williams?
You know that's not gonna fly.
I would. Yes.
You know that's not gonna fly. You got to give up something of significance to get Caleb.
Oh no, I'm giving up nothing of significance to get him. But if you want to throw him in a deal, kind of like how they threw Jared Goff into that deal, okay. Yeah, I can consider it. I'll be the 2nd place for Caleb Williams. Absolutely. Let him get around Kev. If you want to trade Shador Sanders for Caleb Williams, yeah, no problem with that.
Yeah, no problem with that one. No problem.
No, we'll do that right now. You want Deshaun Watson for Caleb Williams? How about Deshaun Watson in the 3rd for Caleb Williams? Just poison pilling. I'll give you a 1st and Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, man. I don't know what I would give up for Caleb, but as long as it was something reasonable, I consider it.
No, I think I put that on Twitter and it went viral. Somebody was like, oh man, what would you trade for Deshaun Watson, Saints fans? And I was like, you can have him in a free 3rd, brother. Right now. Today.
Next one is from Sammy Football. When will we get the Steelers voodoo magic? I don't know. I don't.
What is the better question is, when is the Steelers voodoo magic going to end? Like we need it to
It should be this year. It should be this year.
When
if the Browns
retires, that's when it ends.
If the Browns go into Pittsburgh and actually win, can we say that's the end of it for sure?
The aura is over. You know, the aura is lost.
Like if the Browns go into Pittsburgh and they win that game, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, they're cooked. It's over. It's over.
By the way, this week was more evidence that the Browns are absolutely right to build a dome and get that stadium far away from the lakefront. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That ground's cursed. Like, yeah, I have never been more fine with moving the stadium and getting a dome.
Yeah, move that team to Brook Park immediately.
By the way, you didn't hear any of the "we need to play outside" people showing up this week.
Nope.
Even though wind had nothing to do with it. Like,
perfect conditions, to be honest. Perfect.
No,
conditions.
there was no wind. There was no wind. He just shanked it. Let's get to the next one before I get mad about that.
Ray Rack says, have an emergency kicker. If the starter starts selling, the rest of the team jumps him so the emergency kicker can be activated.
Just have the kicker run into Myles. Like, remember that run where like guys were running into Myles on our defensive line and getting hurt?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie. After the game was over, I was like, I hope they jumped him when he came in the locker room because
they didn't jump him, but it was very quiet when he walked in there. Like, you know, you hear some conversation, then you walk in. What's up, Dre? No, nobody in the shower. You come back out the bitch, emptied out. Like, it's time to go. Shador in there playing his music. You want to hear this shit, bro? This shit my new one.
My God.
Let's get to the next one.
Our last one is from Ray Rags. Look, Colb saw some guy came in with a chart of success to say fire Kevin as a response to me saying if they fired Kevin and AB, that's dozens of teams will be thinking of firing who they have to hire either of them.
I'm telling you right now, if the Cleveland Browns fire Kevin Stefanski, he will have a job the next day. Not even exaggerating. Like he would have a job the next day.
No, the Panthers would fire their coach and hire him right now.
Yes, yeah. Like they would be like, oh yeah.
Who is it? Oh, the Titans.
Yeah, they
would fire Brian Callahan.
That's looking
bad. His dad on staff and then like have Kevin come back. Like,
yeah. They would hire Kevin immediately. There's nothing I have seen that makes me feel like firing Kevin Stefanski is the answer. As a matter of fact, based on everything I've seen the last couple of years, keeping him in the building at all costs is part of the solution. Like, you do not don't even let him leave.
And they're like, well, he hasn't won that many games. I'm like, the fact that this man has won 40 games given the circumstances that he has dealt with.
Do you know the quarterbacks he's had to deal with? And don't even get me started on the kicking situation. Yeah. Like, the fact that he's been a coach of the year twice with the quarterbacks that he's had to deal with, he's never had.
No, both times he's won 11 games. Like both times he's won 11 games. NFL coaches agreed this shit was incredible that he was able to do this.
Yeah, like why the fuck are you trying to get rid of Kevin? You know what you need them to do? You need them to go get a quarterback so we can stop having this conversation.
Yeah, I think we just need to accept that we're just at the point now where it's like, hey, we just need a quarterback.
Like if you're gonna keep having all these conversations, we're gonna have to keep rehashing the same bullshit every year until they get a quarterback in here, and then we can finally just stop having these conversations.
Yeah, and I think the good news is that Jimmy is like, all right, man, let's get this guy a quarterback, and I can just run the Bucs full time.
I don't even know why we keep talking about it because Jimmy already told you he's not gonna fire Andrew Berry. He's definitely not gonna fire Kevin. And after this past draft, he's definitely not gonna fire Andrew either. Like they're not gonna get fired. They're not going to get fired.
Yeah. That's it.
Pray that we're able to draft Fernando Mendoza and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, or whoever lands in their lap ends up being the dude, right? You know what I mean? Because I think another thing Browns fans need to keep an eye on is, hey, the top 5 pick, that would be awesome if we could solve our problems with the top 5 pick. But the vast majority of starting quarterbacks in the NFL and the ones that we consider good, you know, teams found those solutions outside the top 5. So, yeah, just find a quarterback solution. This team gets a quarterback solution, they're going to be okay. Whether that be Renaissance, Caleb Williams, as much as we joke about it, right? It could be Renaissance, Anthony Richardson. Whatever they have to do to find one, that's how they find it, right? Because the Lions and draft Jared Goff, right? He's a Renaissance project, right? Same thing with like Baker Mayfield right now with Tampa Bay, who he was on his 4th team by the time he got to Tampa Bay. You know, the Browns got to just keep being willing to be creative and not just look at one avenue to try to solve this quarterback. But as much as I hated the Kenny Pickett thing, I understood it, right? Like, okay, see if you bring him into camp, you see something that you're like, yeah, we got something here. and then move on with it, right? You know, just keep giving yourself chances. Draft some quarterbacks, you know, take some flyers. Because that's really like, honest to God, this team's going to be good. They got good talent. They draft good talent. It's just the problem is they don't have a quarterback that you could take seriously. And until then, you're not going to be a serious team. So just got to get a quarterback, man.
Hey, real quick before we get out of here, shout out Domo for breaking the Judkins news, because he was the one who broke it, because he was on the same flight as Quinshawn, and he tweeted it out that Quinshawn on the same flight as he comes in. And he didn't talk to Quinn, but he was the one who was like, a starting running back for the Cleveland Browns is on my same flight from Atlanta to Cleveland. And I was like, shout out Domo, because Domo's the one who broke the news. I don't care if Ian Rappaport was the first one to tweet it. It was the first insider to tweet it. Domo broke the news, so we shouting out Domo because Domo did it.
Ain't that right, Curtis?
Don't you hate either. Don't you hate either. Don't you hate.
Hey man, I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate. You know.
Big shout out. Yeah, I mean, he got some horns today.
Dragon the Advantage said, when are we getting Daily Q and Colb plus Curtis?
Daily? How much fucking time do you think I got?
That ain't happening.
I barely got time to do this show.
The best.
Too much dip on your chip. Be saying
the
that.
best we can do is twice a week. The best we can do.
Yeah, daily. Just no.
Daily is crazy.
If y'all really fuck with us, maybe
I can tweet at Colb every day. How about that? I'll interact with Colb on Twitter or something like that. You know, we do something like that. But
we get Q in the space. You know what I'm saying? We get Q in the space.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. My phone ain't set up for them space. I don't know what it is. Every time I'm in them space, because I don't got the Twitter app. That's what it is. I be on the browser, and I refuse to download the Twitter app.
Why you? So all the times I see you tweet, you on the browser?
Yeah, I'm on the browser.
Just download the app, man. Why you gotta make everything difficult, bro?
I don't want to do it. I refuse.
Gosh.
Yeah. I'm not downloading the goddamn X app. No, I'm not doing that.
I'm not arguing with you, dog. I'm not arguing with you, dog. I'm
I
not
don't know why you even feel this direction. You know I'm not going to do it.
It's just gonna piss me off.
I use my iPad. You know what I mean?
I was like, so you gonna get in the space on the browser, but you won't just download that.
Nope, not gonna download that.
See, this is what I be dealing with, dog. This why shit like this is why we can't do the show every day.
Yeah, I'm not downloading shit daily. Like what?
Like what? Oh yeah.
Not looking at that icon every day. Like, you know, I want there to be barriers of entry before I get to Twitter, dog. Because sometimes I'll open up Safari, I'll type in Twitter, and I think to myself, nah. And that gives me a lot of mental peace. Okay. Like, because sometimes I don't need to know what y'all talking about. Like, sometimes missing out on that conversation, best thing for me. And if I got the Twitter app, it's too instant. It's like, I'm gonna be right on that bitch, crashing out about dumb shit again. Nope. I need the extra 10 seconds it takes for me. And you know what? Maybe I don't need to be in the spaces every day. I
don't even do spaces every day. I don't
hey, bro, maybe I don't need to be in the spaces for the whole 2 hours. You know, like, I think I am saving myself from myself by doing that. But
we gotta get a Q crash out in one of the spaces one day.
No more crashing out. I'm good.
We gotta get a Q crash out one time.
I'm good, bro.
I can tell that we got 16 more games. During one of these games, they go do something that's gonna make you be like, you know what?
It's not they gonna do something. The crash out never happens because the Browns do something. The crash out happens because people have stupid reactions to the Browns doing something. That's where I know I'm in trouble. Like, after that game, I gave myself a full 4 hours before I said anything about it on Twitter, because I was like, I know the immediate takes after this is gonna be some hot garbage. like, I'm not about to be in the trenches like fighting that war. I know this shit gonna be nothing but stupid. I'm good. So I'm just gonna avoid the possibility of it all year. Just like Joe Flacco was desperately trying to avoid throwing interceptions in that game, and it still fucking got his ass. Maybe Jameis was on to something when he said the Lord needs to deliver me from the pick sixes. Maybe Joe Flacco need to start praying. Like maybe that's what happened in the game.
Bro, he really was trying not to throw picks, and they
to break out that Bible on the sideline or something, dog, because that was insane. He tried so hard not to throw interceptions. Like he was fighting himself. I saw one where he wanted to pull that bitch in the middle of the field. He said, "No, I'm going to be a professional." Checked out. Like,
they just happened.
And then the shit still happens. So he might just say fuck it and just let that bitch loose against the Ravens.
He'd have filmed such an argument with Kevin. Hey, Kev, I'm telling you, bro, if it's gonna happen, it might as well happen on my terms. Like, if it's gonna happen, it might as well happen the way I want it to happen.
Kev, what you put the post in, you don't want me to throw it. That's Jameis right there. You're not supposed to throw the 9 on dagger, Jameis. Well, why it's on the field? Like,
and Kev's just like, okay.
What?
It's like, okay.
God don't put no man out there who don't need no opportunity. You know what I mean, Kev? No, I don't know what you mean, James. This got nothing to do with God. Okay. Yes. 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 Maybe they I wonder what Shador adds to that quarterback room, because I feel like it's not a fun place for him. Like, you got Dylan nerdy ass in there, Joe Flacco in there. What's Shador about to say? He just gotta take the information in. Is it like Brian Hoyer with Johnny Manziel? He asks a question and Joe Flacco goes, "This guy again?" Oh, brother. See, asking about quarters coverage?
Oh, brother, it's hilarious.
I could 100% imagine Brian Hoyer being a jerk in that fashion. Like, he tried to act like that wasn't him. I was like, hey, man, I know you did this. It was Johnny Manziel, too, so the guy probably reeked of alcohol. Like, you're probably like, hey, man, did you study? Coach pulls up the iPad hours. Like, I know you got something to say. The guy with 0 iPad hours. This is Ray Farmer wants to start a quarterback right now.
Good Lord.
They had all that information, man, and Jimmy was like, nah, play him. Let's see if he can escape from Geno Atkins and Carlos Dunlap. That was such a bad decision. All right, y'all. We done had our fun. This is Q and Colb. Anybody got any parting words before we go?
Shout out everybody who always watches. We love y'all. We appreciate the support. Shout out the hate watchers. We appreciate you.
No shout out to hate watchers. Because I hate watchers.
Those views count?
Yeah, unless they throwing money to hate. I ain't really got shit for you. You know? I can live without the extra view. You got anything, Curtis?
Not much.
You
Shout
got
out people who watch. That's all.
Oh, real quick. Shout out to all the homies who put me on a One Piece, because I can't stop watching. I appreciate y'all. Y'all were right. I was wrong. I need to apologize to the entire One Piece fandom. You are 100% correct. This shit is gas.
Didn't they tell you that after a certain point it becomes like addictive?
Yes, yeah. And I was like, man, I'm just waiting for this point where I'm gonna get addicted, and then I got to the point, and now I can't stop.
Yep. Well, I will never know what that feels like, because I ain't doing that shit ever.
Please don't. I'm telling you, because this shit, I can't. I'm looking forward to the 1,000 episodes, and I like genuinely am looking forward to these 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, you don't got to worry, Cole. I ain't gonna fall into that trap. But appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell. And we will be back next week with more conversation about whatever the hell happens, right? You know what I mean? You think we're going to get like a funny Lamar game? It's been a while.
We definitely need another like Lamar 4 interception game.
I don't think we're going to get no 4 interception game out of it. He threw 4 interceptions all of last year.
Hey, listen, that would make it extremely hilarious if he did it against the Cleveland Browns.
You better win this one, though. I don't think you can survive.
If we get another 4 interception game out of Lamar and we lose, I'm gonna crash out for sure. I'm gonna lose my mind for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna find out Colb's no longer a Browns fan after that.
I'm not gonna give up on the Browns, but I'm gonna say some unsavory things in the Twitter space for sure.
We'll get this show canceled.
Don't get fired.
Yeah, don't get fired. What was that, Jalen Jacoby, where it's like, Jalen, don't get fired. But y'all have a great day. Have you a better night. Peace.